things, and a lot of the fluff that got changed around.
And everything related to experience forever.
Yeah, but, you know, if we just do the experiences we've been doing it, most of the rules for Geist should still be playable.
I don't know. Verdict's with you, Lily. Geist or no?
What about Geist?
Dope.
What about Geist?
I'll be playing one for this session.
Yep.
Yeah, the two systems are compatible.
Yeah. Alright.
I'll be the face.
I mean, technically, a bunch of us are using first edition Bloodlines.
Yep.
And then DCL played a Valley Girl.
No, fuck off.
Why not?
It's never going to happen.
Why not?
Because I hate the Valley Girl accent.
Like,
literally-
oh my god, that is like so totally rude.
Yeah.
It's not even
Fuck
like I don't
DCL.
It's
You're
not
totally
Shit.
like totally harshing on my buzz right now.
Yeah, what the fuck, DCL?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry, DCL.
We chased him out of the fucking chat.
He'll be back. Fuck boys always come back.
Vad, this is RoseQuest, so for a little bit, Third is going to be taking over World of Darkness Vampires, so we can hunt down, rescue, / bring back Rose, who went missing. So Third's behind the wheel for a while, and Scout's jumping in.
Yep, I get to play.
Yay.
Amazing, I know. Now I need to find the fucking stuff I wrote down for my character. That was it. The Torn, the Call, Bloody Mary is a Geist. Came the Torn at 8, 10 years of all the crazy bullshit afterwards.
How do attributes work again? You take.
Alright,
Shit.
okay.
I don't remember.
No, we're gonna do this properly, DC. I'm not jumping ahead.
Character creation. Step 1, you motherfuckers. Character concept. You have your character concepts in mind.
I'm
Yes.
going with the face.
Who was she in life? What kind of vampire is she? Don't worry too much about things like clan and covenant at this step. Try to filter down the idea of your character into a single statement. Playboy with a jealous streak is a concept. Street poet could be another. Doesn't need to be complex, just a solid, archetypical idea.
I've got Caring Young Monster Drifter.
Friendly old man.
Step 2, select attributes. Look at your 3 categories, mental, physical, and social, and prioritize what you think is the most important for your character. Then, determine which is the second most important. When selecting attributes, consider why your character's sire may have embraced. What drew the sire's attention? Where was he exceptional? In your primary category, place 5 dots, split them, around. In your secondary, put 4, and in your tertiary, put 3.
It's gonna go with some finesse.
Finesse.
Only 5 dots.
5 dots for your primary. You start. Oh, excuse me. You start with 1 in it each. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So, for instance, my finesse is 323.
But if you want to take something up to 5 dots, it costs an extra dot. So you can only do that in your primary if you want it.
Yep. Okay.
Generally,
I don't know
it's
what my
good to have
secondary
some
is. I think it's
stuff
gonna be a resistance.
spread around, though.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to spread around.
Because you don't want to suffer from crippling over-specialization.
There we go.
Kidding, that's all I ever do.
We've got 213, 323, and 223.
Thoughts, Third?
What?
Tell some what?
Oh, I suppose. You might be better off asking Scout.
About-
Aren't you going to be brought in after?
I mean, if Rem wants to
RoseQuest?
come in as a rando for this, then absolutely.
Oh, no. It was just a idea that I sent to it through a DM.
Oh, okay. Fuck, I don't know.
Or is this for my game?
It's for Gideon.
Is this for my game?
Again,
Yeah.
to
I don't
play
know
to
who
play in
Gideon
Rose
is.
to play in RoseQuest or to play in main game.
I'm assuming main game.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah. Depending on how old you are, that could become a thing. Would be a thing.
Yeah.
That was Rumiel talking, right?
Yes.
No,
Rumiel,
it was your conscience. I know we don't speak much.
you
Shut up,
wouldn't
Ant-Man.
You wouldn't happen to be moving to Texas, would you?
Why?
I'm trying to figure out if you're if you're a person I've heard before.
You've most likely heard me before.
Well, I mean, okay, in a different context, rather than Mers and her chat.
Rem's
Reality.
been. You're talking about like where you heard of Rem before? He's been a mod for fucking ever.
I've been a mod since I was. Well, I've been in the community since. Oh Jesus.
Shall we talk about this later, guys?
Yeah. Yeah. So-
TCO, do you have your
Attributes.
attributes down?
Ja.
Alright, step 3, skills. You want to do the same thing with your skills. You select a primary, secondary, and a tertiary. These do not have free dots on them. They all start at 0. In your primary category, you get 11 dots to spread around. In your secondary, you get 7.
What does
And-
socialize do again?
That's like
Socializing.
talking with people,
Talking.
yeah.
Making info.
You think that
Small talk. Small talk is its own
Oh,
skill.
Going down to like the student center and just talking with people there.
What does expression do again?
It's how you express
Expressing
yourself.
yourself, like poetry,
Express yourself.
poetry and writing and
It's art.
yes.
Yeah. Art is
Okay.
expression. That's an old saying.
I mean, you're not wrong. I just wanted a better thing for it. A better word for it, I guess.
It is just speeches and things like that. Things that's just not conversation. Things where you're trying to get a message across.
Go with social as my primary.
Southern California is your primary.
Yeah.
SoCal.
SoCal.
But social is my primary.
7 is second. Well, it can be everyone's primary.
Yeah.
We've been through this
Okay.
before in detail,
The-
DCL.
There's only 3 categories. There's 4 people.
But I want to be. I'm joking. I'm
You
joking.
fucking
people.
yeah. You watch your ass though. I'm on
I'm
to you.
joking, people. God damn it.
You're choking?
Sure, let's go with that. 4.
Man, I had so many alerts on my phone this morning. Everybody fucking PMing me. Crazy.
I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't just you.
I mean,
I got so many boops. My phone was like, ah.
I mean, I ping you guys a lot because I'm honestly still trying to figure out this game from people who've played it.
It's 11, 8, and 5, right?
11,
7,
7,
4.
4.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's watching me.
Alright, so I'm social, mental, physical. And my physical is 2 in stealth, 1 in lasting, and 1 in firearms, because it's a drifter.
We don't have a driver, do we?
You don't need the drive skill to drive around normally.
It's true.
True.
You don't.
Driving is
I
like
did
is
think
like
that,
stunts and
though.
basic
Dri-
driving.
driving-
I'm dumb.
Yeah, the driving skill is specifically for like driving in bad weather, chasing, driving at extreme speeds,
Wait.
etc. You can add.
Does an American vampire have to take a dot and drive to learn how to drive stick?
Not if they're old.
I would also probably say no. Learning to drive stick doesn't help you with shitty weather. I lived in North Dakota for a while. Yeah,
Well,
no.
Well, if you drive stick, it's a lot easier to
Oh,
rock
God.
yourself out of the snowdrift.
I'm so sorry, Third. You went to the place beyond where the light touches.
He went beyond the wall.
It's a fantastic place to live. Cheap rent. Nice people. But fucking people. Some people there just cannot drive in the snow. Jesus Christ. You'd think they'd be used to it. But it's like every fucking winter they're like, what's this white stuff everywhere? I better drive as fast as possible.
What's this? What's this? There's white shit in the air.
The fuck is all this shit?
Yeah.
All right, skills chosen.
All right. Skills chosen for both of you?
Fuck
Both
is
good?
in the air? The fuck?
Yep.
Fuck. There's white shit on the ground.
All right. Now we're gonna add skill specialties. So skill dots represent training and experience with broad range of techniques and procedures. Skill specialties allow you to refine a few skills and show where your character truly shines. You define your own skill specialties. They reflect a narrow focus and expertise in a given skill. For example, your character might have an intimidation specialty in interrogation, or an academic specialty in history. Choose 3 specialties. Again, this is an opportunity to better understand who your character is, who she was prior to the embrace, or, fucking dying. There are example specialties if you need, but otherwise you can freely, Scout, you want to put them in the specializations section of the sheet. That's under your plasm. Again, there are example ones if you need. Craft traps.
Specialty
I guess that's
points.
part of your expression specialization then.
Persuasion traps.
Yeah, I've got stealth moving silently, animal ken, temporary helpers, and persuasion lying.
Temporary helpers?
Yeah, I can get animals to just help out temporarily. Just be like, do this thing. I'm trying to think of an actual word for it, like short commands. Fuck it. I need to change that one a bit.
Would empathizer be a specialty?
Empathy is a skill.
Yeah. Empathy is quite literal.
Yes.
Specialty information gathering from persuasive talk, crime scene investigation, and empathizer.
What's that tapping?
Alright.
It's Ramil being unable to keep a beat.
Swish. Yeah, those are my 3 specializations.
Are you specializationing?
Yeah.
Do you have specializations, DCL?
Yes, I said empathizer, special crime scene
uh,
investigator.
Again, empathy
That
is a
there's
skill
already
already.
an
Oh,
empathy
sorry. I
skill.
thought you were saying okay. I well, don't worry
Yeah.
about the words. Well, since empathy is already a skill,
You could narrow down empathy like empathy kids these days or something like that.
I'm not a
Or
crush
quite,
you.
I mean,
man.
no,
At
quite,
least
quite literally, empathy young people. So I mean, that means like when you're trying to be empathic to people who are younger than you, which would probably be quite helpful.
Oh, damn kids!
Yeah.
Get off my lawn or I'll drain you dry. Not in a sexual way.
I wish that I could drink you.
No.
I'm tempted to put in empathy the struggle.
So, example specialties in empathy are buried feelings, calming. I think it's calming emotions. No, that's a comma in between calming and emotions. Lies and motives.
Let's do motives. Empathy motives.
So yeah, that's for like trying to figure out why somebody is doing something.
Shit, but I already had specialty in. Fuck. I think that's a little too much crossover because I was trying to be like, he's good at sussing out motivations. So I'll put another specialty in investigation or persuasion.
Let's see here. At this point, it starts to split off what I pick compared to what DCL picks. I get to choose an archetype, which is what kind of Sin Eater I am, and I've gone with the Advocate. They are dedicated to finishing the unfinished business of the dead.
Would specialty make a deal make any sense? Like persuasion bonus in like brokering deals?
Won't you shake this poor
Yeah.
sinner's hand?
Alright, let's see here. Threshold.
I'd say make a deal. That'd be good.
Hey, you're sipping past Mescal.
Oh no, I do my things. Since I've got Geist, I pick a different series of things now. So I'm just saying this when I go through DCL.
Yeah, DCL, I'd say like making a deal would be a good persuasion specialty.
Okay.
Persuasion car salesman.
They are one of the people listed as like example people.
It's an incredible skill.
Car salesman, speech coach, trial lawyer. Example specialties: fast talking, inspiring, sales pitches, seduction.
What's next?
All right, next is we get to slap on your templates. Scout is already doing it, even though I brought up the Geist.
Oh, have you got
anyway,
those?
but-
Okay. If you've got the Geist
I
open,
mean,
I have not done a psych yet.
Yeah, you can continue if you want.
I'm still torn on the torn. I think the torn is the way that I went out.
When I only just now see chat.
All right.
Stop trying to make every one of my characters younger. Wall.
They don't need to help you do that.
We're going to turn you into a vampire now. So you have to pick your clan and or bloodline.
It's the persuasion one.
They
Be
could,
a player. No, don't do that.
The player is literally worst.
Deva are typically like the really persuasive social types.
yeah, they're more about the passionate type.
Yeah.
No, be a Nosferatu socialite.
Each of the clans fit a different like archetypical vampire. Dave are the blatantly like sexual passionate type. Ventru are the like aristocratic, haha, we're hoity-toity and better than you.
mean, have you seen the new visual novel Aching Bones? Those old men could be pretty sexy.
Have you seen the new visual novel or dating simulator?
The dad thing, yes.
Dads, yes,
It's like literally posted all over Twitter.
fucking Game Grumps, goddamn.
Literally fucking the Game Grumps.
I don't even. I hope they play it on their own channel.
Let me
Anyway.
see.
So yeah, Gangrel are like the beastly type, Mechhead are the shadowy type, and Nosferatu are the fuck ugly ones.
Hey,
Nosferatu are literally inspired by the film Nosferatu.
Pandorlock.
Nosferatu. Looking
They
for
don't
the
have. They don't have to be fuck ugly. They just need to be creepy.
and the Ventura are the assholes.
They're the aristocratic,
They're the
typical.
assholes.
Rose is a Ventru.
Yeah, she's also pretty decent because remember, within Ventru, within all the 5 clans there are bloodlines, which does a more specific tailoring. So I'm pretty sure that somewhere in there's like one that would fit kindly old man archetype.
Yeah, let's say you got roped up into the Venturu.
Ventru, okay.
Go for Clan Oberlock.
So
Do not go for
as
Clan Oberlock.
as a Ventru, you get a free point in presence or resolve.
Ooh, does that mean I can just make my presence 5 now? Since my presence was 4.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I think what's the clan curse for that? They can only drink certain types of blood.
that was the old one.
Okay,
Now
never
it's
mind
dumb and it's tied to the anchor thing, and I hate it.
Oh right. Yeah.
What is it?
We'll get to your Banes here. What's it's in a bit. Because now you need to choose your covenant. What vampiric organization you are attached to. There are the main 5, of course, the Carthians, who believe in democracy and toppling the old forms of rulership. There's a Circle of the Crone, who are pagan, blood rituals. That honestly describes them pretty much. Pagan blood ritualists. The Invictus, who are the ruling bodies in most kindred cities.
They run the show around in
they're-
this one.
They are the aristocracy. The Lankia et Sanctum, who are the Catholic vampires.
In my setting, they're somewhat excited about their new vampire pope, who is apparently a cool guy.
And there's the Ordo Dracul, the Order of the Dragon, that seeks to undo the curses of vampirism, to lessen the burden.
And it was founded by Vlad Tepes.
I'm tempted to say
Steps.
he'll end up in the Invictus, not because he wants to, but because he's been pretty much a civil servant for his whole life, and now it only makes sense that he gets roped up into being a civil servant for the current vampire administration.
He could be like Claire, who got embraced directly into the Order Dracul. She never really got a choice.
Yeah,
You can be embraced directly into a covenant.
yeah, that's basically what's going on. Because
Yeah, you could do that.
he didn't even want to be a vampire.
If you were religious before, it could also lend you to Lance.
What does the Invictus do again? I mean, what does it do when you take it?
Nothing. It's just like your organization.
Ah,
It gives you access to some merits. Otherwise,
People you can call on,
it means you got an organization at your back. Rose was unaligned because she's antisocial as fuck.
we'll
I've just
I'll
been
come
muted
back.
while eating dry cereal because it's the loudest thing in the world. Yeah.
You don't have to make the sounds after he's been sparing us.
All right, so
She-
Come back.
yeah, I think the Crones tried to get Rose in on them with that, right?
Yes.
they've tried to recruit me.
They have indeed.
go to
You've tried to recruit me to the Ordo, and Tim's
And
tried
Tim
to
is
recruit me
trying
to
to
be
recruit it to
Invictus.
Invictus, yeah.
It makes sense
Honestly,
with
like the normal Carthians are probably the closest fit to Rose.
Pirates.
you can't blame the crone for trying though. With with your weird ghost powers.
Your
They're all into
your
crazy.
thievery and remaining a single single
Yeah,
person as well stands out.
And the Lankia hates the Apollinaire.
Yeah.
Because they practice voodoo.
Mm-hmm. Hoodoo.
And you do.
Do I?
And the Lankia does not like voodoo.
Well,
Even
they're not
though it
fans.
is based on fucking Catholic ritual.
Hmm.
Catholic mythology.
So, merits.
Next, you want to pick your mask and your dirge.
This is the part that I'm having a lot of issues
I
with.
really wish they just went back to the virtue and vice system, but no, they have to be different. So each character has a mask and a dirge. Kindred wear masks in public. A mask is the persona you show your prey. A mask is the pretty lie, the identity that keeps you walking among the flock as an insider, even though you're nothing of the sort. It reflects how you deal with human society. The dirge is who you are behind closed doors and when dealing with other kindred. The dirge is the harsh truth to which you cling. It's the grounding point to which you always return. When you walk within the halls of Elysium and work with your covenant, you present your dirge.
We're probably going to be character creating. Like, no offense there, we're probably going to be character creating for like the next hour.
That's okay.
That's actually what Lily wants.
I'm like, we don't. Okay.
So there are example dirge masks and dirges.
I'm trying to get to that, but this fucking PDF is being.
It's on page 84, if you need.
Okay, just pick monster for both mask and dirge, and you'll be fine.
The mask and the dirge is also how you regain willpower. So when you fulfill a requirement of your mask or your dirge, you can regain a single point or all of your willpower.
Dirge. 83.
And Rose, as an example, had the mask of Jester. She was always cracking jokes. But the dirge of Accomplice. She liked to help people out.
Indeed. What are you thinking on them? I'ma start rotating through some shit as well.
Can my mask be too old for this shit?
Old man?
Old man. He
Yeah.
pretends like he's too old to want to be involved in anything.
Clint Eastwood. That's your mask is being Clint Eastwood in his older days.
But his dirge is that he's actually trying his hardest to play mediator.
He had a mechanical arm.
And of course, Scow. You actually just have Virtue and Vice.
I do have Virtue and Vice, it's true.
I have
Yeah.
virtue and vice on this character sheet. So I'm just
Oh,
1 second, I'll fix that for you.
No, my character sheet's gonna be fucked.
Nope, it won't be fucked, but blamp. There you go.
Okay.
Now it should be named correctly.
It is.
Cool.
Too old for this shit.
I have to pick a manifestation.
Not just one.
Well, manifestations, yes. So need to tread the lines between the physical living world and the ephemeral twilight state of ghosts. They are unable to affect the physical world without a conduit, and the Sinita themselves acts as that conduit, working with their geist to manifest strange and haunting powers.
You're strange.
You begin with 3 dots of manifestations, chosen however you like. 1 dot in 3 separate, 2 dots in one, and 1 in another, or all 3 in one. And now there is the bone guard, which allows you to assert control over your environment. The call, which allows you to reshape your own body. The curse, which allows you to inflict other people. The marionette, which allows you to control things and animals. The oracle, which grants you sensory powers and clairvoyance. The rage, which represents your power to strike at others with pure unadulterated power. And the Shroud, which allows you effects that alter or improve your own body, most often as some form of protection. I'm going to be going with 1 in call.
God, that I hate this fucking PDF because everything's in cursive.
Quit your bitching, boy, and read it.
That's the problem. I suck at reading cursive.
Then get good.
Yeah, it's true. Cursive is... I mean, cursive isn't the worst. The more annoying part is that a lot of the books don't actually allow you to search the words. They're a PDF made up of pictures, which is the fucking worst.
Yep.
So while you're figuring that out, CL, I'm gonna go throw food in the microwave.
Wait, figuring what out?
Oh, your mask and dirge?
I already had that.
Oh, what's your dirge?
The mediator. He wants to be involved in like play policeman to everything.
All right.
He pretends like he doesn't care, but he super fucking cares.
So old man, too old for the shit, mediator. All right. The next thing you are going to want to do is determine your touchstone. Your character's touchstone is a person, a place, or thing that reminds her of her humanity and helps keep her grounded.
The grave of the little girl.
You'll need to name a touchstone and write it next to your 6th humanity dot. Unfortunately, you are Ventru. You're going to have to put that next to your 7th humanity dot. I don't actually think that you can put them on the sheet next to certain levels of humanity. So you might want to put that on
Page 2 in a little box.
page 2 or page 3.
I was wondering. I was just like, flaws, contracts, fame, touchstone.
You can always feel free to add extra boxes on page 3.
Yeah, but that clutters everything.
It does, but
Little Susie's grave.
Alright, my keys are the passion and the primeval. Keys are what I use to represent my powers and how they manifest. There are 10 different keys, and going through them is a particularly long list, so I won't bother. Short of to
It
say...
is extremely long.
Sort of to say the passion is specifically good for the emotional responses of other people and places and things. And and the primeval is influence over nature and forests.
I wish there was a Vampire the Masquerade PDF so I could look up all the merits easily.
Technically,
There are a bunch.
Wait, are you playing Masquerade or Requiem?
Requiem is the actual one,
Requiem.
but... Yeah.
So I don't like reading through these fucking cursive names.
Here.
Yay!
Bitch, I know this shit.
Every Sunita has a keystone memento that allows them to perform ceremonies and access skills the Geist might have known in life, among other things.
There's currently no text. Search.
The character's Geist determines the form of the keystone. For example, a Geist who appears as a drowned and fish-eaten corpse with tangled kelp for hair might have a length of rusted dripping chain as their keystone. Let's see here. My Geist is Bloody Mary. What do you think is a good keystone for her? Like a little trinket.
Like the Bloody Mary?
Yeah, although this setting's Bloody Mary is actually a vampire elder.
How about what you did,
You
mirror shard?
make your thing what was the man, if only Third was here. The Malkavian. Make it the Malkavian symbol. It's just a mirror that's broken.
I was actually going to say, yes, a mirror with a crack in it. It's probably the way to go.
okay, I am back.
Hello.
Did you figure your touchstone and write that down?
Yes.
Okay. So next up are the disciplines. This is the fun part. This is your vampire powers.
Your superpowers.
Disciplines are extensions of the
Please
blood.
do not read the whole thing. I
Okay.
just.
Choose 3 dots in disciplines. At least 2 must be from the vampire's in-clan disciplines. 3rd dot may be from any discipline.
Now I gotta pick some merits.
And
If
what-
you chose a 3rd discipline dot from a non-clan discipline, consider how your character learned it. As a Ventru, your clan disciplines are Animalism, Dominate, and Resilience. Animalism lets you control animals, obviously. It also, I believe specifically for Ventru, it can also apply to people.
No,
Slightly.
No, that's technically covered by Dominate.
Dominate lets you control people. And Resilience makes you super tough.
I'm gonna spend
Be
3
tough
merit
old
points for a
Gramps.
point of extra
So you're
sight.
saying who's 3 points in Dominate?
All 3 points in Dominate.
I'm tempted because I don't see the old man being very tough.
That is supernatural toughness.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you're calling upon your vampire blood to make you extremely resilient.
To
Resilience
get
also
juiced.
Resilience also lets you tank fire damage.
I'm trying to find Dominate in PDF to see what exactly it does again.
Like the first rank is mesmerize. You say up to 4 words like "you don't see me" or "shoot your husband."
Page 131.
131.
Slit your wrist.
Rose gets a little bit of use out of Dominate
No, she doesn't.
until she taught it to her. Cool.
Yeah, and now her ghoul gets a lot of use out of Dominate. For cheeky
I have
threesomes.
dominate, which I think I'm the only bloodline that my cat have that can get dominate, and I didn't realize that, so I took my first rank.
What bloodline?
Megonistes.
Oh, yes, that's a lovely one. Don't tell anyone, but Oberlocks get Dominate too.
Yeah, but they're gross, so we don't talk about them.
Yeah, that's true.
But they're a cool clan.
No, they aren't. They're the redneck rape clan.
They're better than players.
Well, yeah, but everyone is. That doesn't count.
Honestly, even the
I'm sorry.
players are kind of cool.
We've had the discussion before. The Oberlocks have no foothold in San Pasado.
They don't have enough redeemable features. Any.
They don't have a foothold basically anywhere, but their
The
home.
sticks.
Well, whatever. 3 points in Dominate. Let's go.
They're apparently a lot more powerful on the East Coast, though.
I'm surprised they aren't more powerful in the Bible Belt.
Ding, 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 ding.
I like to
They
think
are.
of the.
No. They are absolutely like Appalachian rednecks.
Yeah.
Funny
Anyone
thing
ever
to
see
say that they
Outlast
actually
2? It's absolutely gotta be the Outlast 2 city, little town village thing is what happens when the Overlocks get their fucking job gone.
That game was awful.
Oberlock.
Funny thing you mentioned.
Yeah.
People.
Funny thing you mentioned that the Oberlocks actually started in rural Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Appalachians.
Alright, you distracted me.
All right. So you have the abilities Mesmerize, Iron Edict, and Entombed Command.
Yups.
So keep in mind the dice pools required for those. If you need to swap around some skills, or you want to swap around some skills, you can do that.
Alright.
Or you can play your character.
At my point, I'm picking merits. I'm gonna have the one for Death Touched. I spent 3 of the points on Psych, so I have a little bit of extra juice.
So
That's it.
after that,
There are merits.
Yeah.
blood potency. Actually, I'll start with 1 blood potency.
Dare you?
Question.
And then
Gold Love
merits.
Lovers. Would old love letters be a good touchstone?
I guess. There's nothing
I mean,
saying that
useful.
objects can't be.
It's a person, place, or an object.
I
Person,
swear
place, or thing.
this codex doesn't have all the merits. It seems
You have to look. For them.
It does not have all the merits. There are some in the main book.
You have to look beyond what you see.
Are you checking on WAD Codex?
yes.
Codex.
You actually have to put in a modicum of effort.
So what's the point then?
What do you mean, what's the
They
point?
have all the merits like hacked up into like different sections, combat styles, and
It's all quite organized if you know how to read it.
I mean, yeah, it's not the problem of reading it. I'm just trying to make sure it just have all the options because it seems rather small.
here, let me.
Merits.
What I linked was strictly the vampire merits. There's also the universal merits, which has a lot more.
Vampire. Do we use universal merits?
Yes,
Yes.
they're universal. There you
Yeah.
go.
Just making sure.
Alright, how's my plasm dictated? The deathly energy that fuels the Sin Eater's unnatural powers. Half their maximum plasm as determined by psych. Oh, come on. Tell
Basically
me
the
here.
same.
Tell me here in the
10.
fucking building
10.
part.
10.
10. Dope.
Just like blood potency.
Oh, I have
Just
two
like
psych.
every other one. Oh, 11 then.
Yeah.
Think of it like this: your psyche is your blood potency, your plasm is your vitae.
Yeah, no. I put the pieces together in that. But it would be like it's more just me harping on the book. Like they could say that it's not complicated to write that out, like right there.
It's under the plasm section now, so.
Yeah.
Or not the plasm, the psyche.
When buying into merits, do you have to spend it like 1 and then 2? So say I want 2 dots and something that technically cost me 3? Can't remember.
No, you just buy 2. And
Sweet.
Possibly ally.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scout. I was wrong.
Oh?
At 2 psyche, your maximum plasma is 18.
Dope.
A psyche 1 Sin Eater has a maximum of 14. You guys break the mold.
Take that mold. My sick plasm.
You do not need to spend any time in the underworld. Not until you reach Psyche 6.
Dope.
And then you also get angers.
Alright, so there are
More like
ceremonies. I should probably get a ceremony. That would be a smart idea.
On the other hand, Psyche 10 guys are terrifyingly powerful. But anything at that rank is.
Ooh. Wits in. I have. Oh wait, I need more wits though. Damn it. Oh well, stats.
For investigative prodigy.
No, for peacemaker. Like it.
I'll be right back.
Oh my god. For sure. Just trying to get a list of all the social ones. God, I'm hungry. table turner.
Alright, I'm gonna have an extra memento, I think. Memento charm.
How many merit points do you get again?
10 merit points.
I don't get that many, which makes me sad.
3.
How many do you get?
I get 7. 7 points that can be spent on nerds.
I'm gonna check how many werewolves get and how many mortals get.
Oh, did you suddenly make the assumption that it was always 10? And maybe
No,
a certain book is a slightly stronger than she
I
should be.
think maybe it got upgraded to 10 in 2,
Ah, okay.
which is why I'm checking. Because if so, I mean 10.
Yeah. Ceremonies are rituals that do things.
Merits. 10 dots of merits as werewolf. How about as a mortal?
Wait, shit. It's mostly manipulation that goes with persuasion, isn't it? Not presence.
Hmm?
It's manipulation that goes with persuasion, not presence, right?
No, I mean, like, manipulation is when you're trying to get someone to do something, like, subtly. Presence is just your full force of yourself. You can use either for persuasion, just depending on how you approach a conversation.
But it would be good to have both. I suppose.
Like, if you're just trying to be subtle about it, then yeah, manipulation. That is when you're literally trying to manipulate people. But if you're trying to be like just yourself and win people over just with a winning smile, etc., then it's absolute presence.
Maybe then I will focus more on presence than leave manipulation low.
Okay.
Jenkins shall be an honest man.
Rose, for example, went the presence route. She's not good at manipulating people, but she's oddly likable.
Yep.
And what was composure used mostly for again?
Maintaining your composure under fire.
Okay.
Keeping your cool in social situations or combat situations.
He's an old veteran. He's got to have composure. Yep. Very low manipulation. Too honest for his own good.
Okay.
That means I can't get certain things. Sad. Can't get table turner. I don't know what that would really do.
Table turner? It
Table
turns
turner?
tables. As in disc jockey? Or flipping tables?
No, it's like when targeted by social maneuvering, you can spend willpower to preemptively.
Oh, turn the tables on them, as in, like, say, when someone's in an actual social encounter with dice, they're making rolls against you. Like, it's on their initiative, like, they're in control of the conversation. Turning the tables would indicate you taking control of the conversation.
We don't tend to use the social maneuvering system.
Yes, we don't tend to need it ourselves.
Haven't yet.
Once per
Anything.
scene, coordinate instant action.
The social maneuvering system is basically social combat. It's resolved as combat, basically.
Small unit tactics. Probably won't ever come up, but it seems like something old man Jenkins would have.
He's got a small unit, does he?
Hey, it's how you use it. That's why he's tactical.
All right, Sergeant Johnson and Privates Lefty and Righty. We're gonna go in tight formation. Penetrate as deep as we can into the enemy territory.
It's mashed potato Jansen.
and leave a package behind.
And boy, what a package.
Allies.
Allies are NPCs that you can call upon. Get
Favor.
information, favors.
To 5. I mean, everybody needs some allies, so I'm gonna put my last 2 dice in that. All my merits are social.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I've got 2 in being death touched, so like ghostly shit is really easy for me to just make casual conversation with ghosts.
Yay, actually choosing allies.
It's good.
I want the character to be social McTalky.
Yeah, no, that is not an accusation. Fuck
No,
yeah,
yeah.
good job, you took allies.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Death touched is allies for the dead.
A lot of people just kind of neglect those merits.
I even got Barfly, so he doesn't look out of place whenever he goes somewhere.
Oh, it means you can get into any club.
Peacemaker 3, so I can even negotiate supernatural rages. Small
So you can calm a werewolf down. Like, look, I get it. You're balking out real hard, but please. You're mad, I'm mad. We're all a little bit mad here, but you know what? You're definitely angrier than everyone else. Just tone it down. Just a little bit of smidgen of a chill. You know, show that beast who's boss. In your own, you know, deal with it. Just me and you. We got this, talking it through. Just to confuse a zombie down to chill zone. What is my name? Why is my name Lies?
What your name is? What your name is?
Storyteller still.
Oh.
Slim Shady.
I almost want to take 2 point dots out of small unit tactics and just put them into allies for 4 now. Seems like it'd be a good thing to do.
I think you don't have to go all in.
I always let go of all.
I know you do. But don't do it. But just don't. Pardon
What the
you.
shit was that?
That was an impressive, that's what that was.
Willpower.
That was a rumbly one.
It was.
A rumbly in your tumbly.
Alright,
There
time to
was a
pick a
rumble in
virtue
my
and a
tumbler.
vice. And I went with always tries her best as a virtue, and the vice is inconsiderate of the living.
Which means we'll get
Ah.
along as great friends. Because I'm
That's-
technically dead.
Oh my god.
There. Fucking Sin Eaters had the shitty virtue and vice system.
What do you mean?
There weren't actually virtues and not actually vices.
What's the die bonus? Because the way this is worded makes me think that it's a set rule.
Hmm?
And not, I'm looking at small units tactics. You can spend your willpower as an instant action to confer the die bonus to a number of allies up to your presence rate. What's the
when
die
you
bonus?
spend when you spend willpower for most actions, you get 3 extra dice. If you're spending it as a resistance action, you get 2 extra dice.
Ah,
So you can spend your willpower to help out other people.
I can help up to 4 people at once.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I'll take it.
Alright. I think that's merits done.
Yep.
I believe so.
So that means what is next is your advantages. Use the following rules to generate your advantages. Your willpower.
These should, by the way, should be automatically calculated by the sheet.
Yeah, most of them should. Your willpower should be equal to your resolve and composure. Make sure that it is.
Oh yeah, do we use the impressions at all, or is that part of the persuasion system? I mean, the social combat system.
Impressions.
Yeah. When you use soft leverage, you improve your impression as if you satisfied the word vice. That was one of the
Yes, that's part of the social system.
So humanity score against 7. Yeah, all this stuff should be calculated immediately, automatically. I mean,
It is.
so this is a good opportunity to explain the experience system.
I remember the beats.
Yes. So for every 5 beats, you get an experience. And there's various, things for getting beats. Filling an aspiration, resolving conditions.
And Scow's favorite, making a situation worse.
So technically,
Sort of.
anytime you fail a roll, you can opt to make it a dramatic fail. Scow has just been offering them the.
Yes. Mostly because I'm an agent of chaos. Yeah, it's pretty much the only reason. I like offering it because it's delightful to me. But then there are also occasions where I won't offer it because if it would likewise same ways around. If you then said I want to make this a dramatic fill, I'd be like, you aren't going to get any beats for it because there's no real bad way that this can go for you.
Man, that went to bloody murder.
Yeah.
With the 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds.
All right, so you should be done with your cheat sheet. You might want to add, your name, description, buy equipment, or things of that nature. If you don't have any resources, what equipment you can get is limited. But car, something like that.
So many doggos.
Meow 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 meow.
I want to take care of gear later.
Okay. So yeah, you can take like a little gun, jacket. Just think about what your character will have on them. And
I'm doing the moderately complicated call and the manifestation system.
nice. How are you going?
Would I be able to keep my police badge?
You're a dominator. No one would stop you on like something as mundane as like, I gave you my badge, and they'd be like, you gave me your badge, and there you go, enjoy.
You're a retired cop, right?
Well, he's a retired war veteran, but he worked as a police officer as long as he could.
I mean, I don't see why not.
They're pretty bent in San Posado. Vamps kind of run the show for them.
I don't know. I like the idea of him keeping his badge and playing police officer with it.
Is it his own badge?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Anytime someone looks up his badge number.
He's dead.
Sorry, this cop has been dead for 50 years.
Dude, no, it's look, no. I mean, technically, yes, he's actually been dead for longer, but that doesn't.
Alright,
I mean,
so
technically, he
I
just
looked it
recently
up.
got turned.
I looked it up. Apparently some departments give the badge to the retired officer. It is in a shadow box with his award ribbons and nameplate, and they also get an ID that says retired. So yeah, you can keep your badge.
Alright.
And eat it too.
I would hope that old man Jenkins does not eat his badge.
Oh, nom nom.
No, he will.
You'll eat it. You'll eat it. Oh, where's my call thing? But yes, the calls are an interesting system wherein you attach a key skill to them, and then that. So, say for instance, the passion. Sorry, no, you pick the call, which is like, you know, there are different manifestations: the boneyard, the call, the curse, etc. The call is the one for your body, so you roll your stamina and just a key skill of your choice, and then you add your call rate to that. And then that allows you to use different powers. And then you have mementos that, depending on which memento you use, it manifests in a different way. So I have a thing that represents the passion, so when I use that to activate the call, let's see here. I get the call rating as a bonus to all intelligence rolls while manifesting the passion. And also gives me a special super nerd power. Likewise, if I do it with the primeval, it boosts the animal ken skill, allowing you to take on aspects of the animal to enhance your body. It goes into perception. Meow, 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 meow. Of course, it's a lot to fucking track, that's for sure. Do you, what, you know what, I haven't asked a question. What are the other people playing in RoseQuest? Are they playing as themselves?
I am playing as Claire.
You will.
Because- Sorry.
I will also still be sticking with Timothy.
Because I've got the connection thing for hunting down Claire. How we ended last session.
So I think just familiarize yourself with the rules here real quick, and we'll get started maybe in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be back in a second.
What the fuck does the marionette even do? I never looked.
Holy shit, Sonara!
What?
What?
Hmm?
I'm just gonna throw this in there.
Oh, she did pretty well in,
Right?
yeah, they won some Pudga.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah,
They
put
played some
this
They
player
in.
unknowns
actually
and...
won the match?
No,
Yeah.
no, she didn't win.
No, Fen won. Sonari came 7th and came out with like 11 kills.
I did get winner chicken dinner when we did a 4-man match with a
Well,
rando.
Yeah, that's... I mean, it's still, don't get me wrong, it's still cool.
But look at Sonara's
Yeah, no, it's good stuff.
11 kills.
Pretty impressive.
Although it will count kills of like people who are knocked out if you just happen to get the last one out of a group. That's a pretty easy way to get your kills to stack.
I think she was doing it solo
Oh, then very good.
because it's number 7 out of 97 and it counts teams
Ah.
together.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
I'm just gonna ask this. I'm not gonna be playing yet.
Right.
Could I possibly get a character sheet so I could start making?
Yeah, sure. Add character. Boy,
So
Ramiel.
Never invited me into the game.
I did. I will send you a new one and hide it off my screen for a second so that it can't be seen. Let's scroll. There you go. I'll go back to the game again.
Alright, be right back. And when I get back, we'll do aspirations.
You remembered. Yay.
Yay.
Scout will have to write down all the aspirations.
Yay. Let's get my sheet open. There it is. I believe you have a sheet that regards to you as a fuckboy, because it seems only fair that everyone gets the treatment. Filling DC's blurb on the front page. On that, no. I'm just not going to bother right now. I will do that when the time comes. This will need a like freshly laying out in a slightly different way anyway. But yeah, I'll worry about that when I do.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I should probably find you a dude to be a token, DCL, or do you already have someone in mind? A picture or some art or something that you would like me to quickly token up for you?
I have no art as of yet.
Alright. Let's see what I got.
I'm trying to check my art folders as well, but I don't think I have many old men in them.
It's fine. I mean, I've got shit fucking tons of tokens. Hey, do you want to be Corvo?
Corvo Otano?
I'm trying to remember which Corvo.
Corvo
Dishonored.
Otano, he's
Dishonored's
the dude
Corvo.
from Dishonored.
There you go.
I was hoping for a black old man.
There are no black old men. They don't survive that long.
No, they just don't look old. They stop aging.
Black don't crack.
You say this, but I'm the one black person here who is in touch with like both of his grandparents.
Yeah, no, they don't look old though, I'm sure.
My grandpa does. Like, maybe not ancient, but he looks old.
Then he must be ancient.
Yep. That's the secret.
I mean, yeah,
don't know,
that's the character I'm trying to play, an ancient old man.
I don't know. My great aunt has aged incredibly gracefully.
Alright, let's see what just happens if I Google image old black dude art. That does not get me what I was expecting.
I'm almost tempted to do the same now.
Look at this stone cold motherfucker. Yeah, linked in the Roll20. Oh yeah, that dude is so aged.
What?
Look at those tiny wrinkles.
Yeah.
I mean, in art terms, that must mean he's ancient. Who draws old men? No, seriously, who fucking draws old people, though?
I don't know. People who get paid to get.
That only
get
happens when they
pictures.
start getting Asian-y. Then they get lots of old person pictures. That is likewise. What the fuck is that as an album? Men of Color. You fucking racist prick. That is not how you label an album.
If it's called Men of Color, it was probably made by a black guy. Probably.
Take your word for it.
Hodor.
Hodor?
Hodor.
What? I ain't
No, I'm
holding
just saying
it.
Hodor. I'm back.
Oh.
Does Hodor come through the Hodor?
Oh, hey. Nara did good.
Yep.
Hey, we were just talking about that.
I was gone.
Fen also got a winner run a chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Nice.
But he did not kill nearly as many people.
Yeah, that's 11 kills. Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
I've watched a lot of people play this game. They usually get like 2 or 3 kills and are maybe, even if they're good at games, get in like top 15. I don't think I've ever seen anyone that I watch
Who
play
the
this game get below
what?
3.
What people do you watch?
Achievement Hunter, Markiplier,
Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, 'cause
guy.
I watch a guy named Mr. Grims often, and he
Oh,
plays with
and-
the guy Anthony Kongon, and those guys get at least 15 kills oftentimes.
And
In
YouTuber
PUBG?
that I
Yeah.
have never met anyone who knows who this guy is, but also Critical. I watch that guy.
I know.
Who's that?
You actually know who Critical is? Jesus Christ, you're the first person I've met who actually knows who that is.
Fucking his videos get posted so much in Fit Chat. Critical. It's the guy who talks like in a really low, subdued voice and does like all these obscure game videos where he kind of just
Yeah.
Oh.
But he talks in
There's
like a
that
really
with
deep
our-
monotone voice.
You say when I
But
find
yeah.
you a black dude you want to be.
But okay, let me check. But yeah, like Anthony.
Oh
And,
my god.
One of
And
them's
those
just-
aren't old.
One of
and
them
it-
just straight up looks like a gremlin.
Anthony and Grims both have like I think their top kills are 25.
I like that third one. I'm saving that third one.
I know, it's real good.
Yeah, that third one's dope. That's real. That's.
What about the fourth one? The fourth one is so good.
Oh, that third one. He looks so. He doesn't
Oh
look
my
that old,
god.
that third
Yeah,
one.
Have you?
He
Third one
doesn't
is
look
old
that
enough.
old, I just happened to see it and I was like, that's pretty fucking cool.
They cropped
it's-
out the meme part from the fourth one.
It's really good though.
The
And
mean
also,
part.
Yeah, it's a
To be fair, you were in the
actors
war,
in
right?
4K.
You stopped aging when you became a vampire, so you probably, although you are an old dude, do not look that old. Because otherwise, how are you a vet?
He
Specifically
turned,
got embraced as an old dude.
yeah, he
Oh.
specifically got embraced when he was super old. Like he was retiring and about ready to die. And then it's just like the vampires were just like, hey,
Oh shit, these bones they ache every morning and they will for the next millennia. Thanks,
Pretty much.
vampire dickhead.
pretty much it was literally that. And then he was just like, well, hey, now that I've got a lease on life, let me try to use this to close this one last thing that bothers me rather than just killing myself for
Alright.
being a horrible abomination.
And for the next millennia, that pop that you heard in your ankle will never go away.
I'm gonna look through my my World of Darkness favorites for an old black guy.
I
I've
know,
got
I'm
plenty-
trying.
I have plenty of young black women. There's been a surge in attractive
Yes.
black women art,
Yes,
and I love
indeed.
it.
Yes, indeed.
Because I would use the Morgan Freeman one, but I can't.
You can't play as Morgan Freeman, although it would be
No,
great.
I never do it justice.
Yeah, that's the
None of us could.
that picture comes from the 40k the 40k like actor meme. They also have friggin' what's his name, Clint Eastwood, and he goes, Astra Milla, what now? You're in the Imperial Guard, son.
There was
That might work. Not the
That
blackest dude ever, I
just
admit he's just
40K.
more like weathered and old, but coloring wise it's probably fine.
yeah, it's straight. That wasn't 40K. That was just people in old historical outfits.
Every time I've seen it, it's just been.
Well, that's because you've been
40K
on one
memes.
CD40N.
What?
That's because you go to 1D4chan. Where the rest of the memes live.
I got that from TG.
Oh,
That isn't.
no better.
Is that picture you posted third? If that guy's supposed to be old, he is aged insanely well.
I
that
think he's
is-
just ginger.
Yeah. He's Asmodeus.
I guess I'll go with the Asmodean man.
Rock me, Asmodeus.
Alright.
I'm just gonna post this in tokens because I think this is an awesome looking picture.
Oh, here's an old black man.
Kind of like it, even though he's looking down.
He's like, yo, what the fuck? This ghost honky is after me.
What are you talking about? That's just Jim. He died a week ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Alright,
not
Jim.
realistic because you're the first black dude not to be afraid of ghosts.
But who speaks in jive?
No, because fuck all of you.
Hey, I didn't say shit.
Wait, does this mean you're Blackula?
I would play Count Black.
I was gonna say, like,
Mostly Count
Blackula
Blackula.
actually would be quite fun. Okay, so
I
do you
would-
want that other one, the book one
Uh,
that Lily posted, or
I
do you
would-
want the Asmodeus dude?
I would play Billy and Mandy Count Blackula. That's not this character.
Dracula don't bite. Dracula scrape.
So
And
Scrape and lick! But yeah, DCL. Old man with the Book of the Ghost, or Asmodeus Black Dude.
Old man with the Book of the Ghost.
Okay.
Because that's way more old man than a handsome Asmodean guy who looks like he's at his, like, around his 40s or so. I need,
This
like,
means
older.
you're going to have that goatee for all time. I hope you know this, DCL.
Yep. Can't
Unless
be
you
old.
burn willpower.
But yeah, you can burn willpower to change your physical appearance a bit.
so
Doesn't it just
DCL.
revert back?
Yeah.
No,
I have to ask. Is that Dream Daddy based on you?
No. Just because he has dreads.
Oh,
I
I need to see old DCL. Let's
I
see
don't
Pete.
have the ability to grow a beard.
That's not really a beard.
That is
mean-
not a beard. That's yeah.
I can't even grow that. Fuck you.
Well, maybe you can in 10, 20 years.
If I look like that,
That's 20 years. That's 20.
if I look like that in 10, 20 years, I will have zero complaints.
I understood that reference. Godspeed you, Black Coffee. Godspeed you, Black Emperor. It's a band.
Alright, just pulling in new DCL. Whoa, you're a big man.
Big old black man.
There
What is
ain't
he now?
nothing in the world like a big black man.
I'm not gonna be doing old man voice because that's just gonna get annoying, and young
Alright.
people can never do it right.
There ain't nothing in the world like a big black dick.
Yeah, tell your sisters
Oh,
and your mothers they've been thinking about. I wrote the whole damn book on the book of love.
People are crazy.
Also not good.
Ooh. Oh, it is.
Hang on.
It's actually slightly yellow here.
Yeah, that means we're going to get fucked by rain.
Oh, we've already gotten fucked
You
by rain.
lucky bastards.
Now I ain't elite, I ain't no man of means, but I got mean feet and my daddy's jeans.
Are you saying you don't have rain, Mers? Because you live in England. I mean,
It's been over a month now. Not a drop.
is the sky constipated? Is this the beginning of American Gods?
Name, whatever the fuck it is. Off, represents. What's your dude name so I can find? Oh, there you go, Old Man Jenkins. Controlled by name bar. And number.
Is his first name Leroy?
No, it's Clarence.
Motherfucker!
Why can't it be another old black man name?
Cause fuck all of you. I'm not going full meme. You got Jenkins. You don't get any more. Stop it.
You motherfucker.
Why was that?
Okay, you're not giving us jive. You're not giving us anything.
I'm not giving you drive because I feel super uncomfortable talking like that around people who don't speak it. I've been over this. Well, I guess I haven't been over
I was gonna say I've never been privy to I don't speak in jive. But what about the jive-tionary? I made that up. I bet it exists though.
It doesn't. Shut the fuck up. It
What about
doesn't exist because if you're black, you just know it. And I wish I was lying, but oftentimes you know if someone. God damn it.
Jive as a second language.
Yeah. I've got a dot in language jive.
It comes installed to the black operating system.
There you guys go.
What do you say, Gate? Are you in the know or are you a solid bringer down?
But yeah, I have the habit where my speech patterns often match whoever I'm talking with, and considering how most of the people I know online are the whitest people I know, I do not speak jive around you people. It feels super uncomfortable. Especially since I am being singled out to be enjoyed for it.
I suppose there is the way of doing that. It could be seen as bad. Yeah.
I mean, and the other thing is, it already bothers me enough when people are like, "Man, you're such an Oreo," and then I speak jive, and you guys like, "You're totally doing it wrong," and it's like, I just want to smack you because it's just like, one, shut the fuck up.
To be fair, I've not tried to call you out and be in jive.
I'll
not.
have you know that I don't care how you talk.
I do.
Well,
Well, actually, no. I care how you fucking spell. It's your, and your. You piece of shit.
I'm not gonna defend myself on that one, but my point is, no jive.
All right, no one's gonna
Alright.
force you to jive talk. But that said, if you ever get the opportunity to join back in again and play as Blackula, like on a regular basis, you'll get beats every You just get beats for being Blackula. Like, that's just how that works in setting, I think.
Will DCL not just be joining us permanently here?
I hope so.
I thought that was it.
I'm hoping this character doesn't die after becoming liked if such thing happens.
No, I was hoping not.
Everyone likes Zaire.
I don't plan on this character being hateable, but you never know how well received a character concept will be.
Just because Zaire was killed by the party doesn't mean the party hated him. We all rather like Zaire.
I know Zaire was loved. I'm just goddamn.
I know they love me. I know.
It was a party kill.
I mean, yeah, you got
Oh,
you got fag dragged. It was pretty brutal.
In technicality, it was a party kill, but
Wasn't even his fight.
It was none of our fights. We weren't looking for Strix.
it's okay.
It was
All the
completely unrelated, and we like stubbed our toe over Strix.
Strix are dead now, and now you just gotta clear up the aftermath.
Indeed. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, so Scout, have you thought about motivation for your character?
They are a drifter who generally goes out and tries to accomplish the unfinished business of the dead. With a knack for helping out people who fall into, like, that typical selection of people that Bloody Mary likes. Like, children, caring parents, and for some reason that she has never been able to figure out, vampires. I mean, we know that because she's an actual, like, Bloody Mary exists as an elder, and her thing is quite literally kids and parents, and vampires are her kids to her. But anyway, so that's just sort of how she gets by in the world. At this point in time, she is a drifter who came in from the east side of the city. However, she is pretty budding in the realms of larceny and stealth, so it is entirely possible that she has at least crossed Rose's path once before.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
Her most recent job, quote unquote, has just been wrapped up, and she has seen a spirit to their final place, wherever it may be. However, it involved doing something that she is not entirely happy with, which was seeing to the person that murdered them had an accident. And quite literally an accident, like not there's no implicated murder, it looked completely accidental.
Okay.
And that's their situation.
Already got DCL down.
Yeah.
So, let's get the show on the road.
Excellent.
So, I'm gonna PM DCL something real quick.
Do. Doot. Alright, now to fix DCL's thingies, stats here. Alright.
What?
I'm fixing you up on the front page.
What?
So that
Your
you
message
exist.
cannot be delivered because you don't share a server with recipients.
What?
That's not how that work.
What? Are you not on my friends list?
Am I not? I didn't know Roll20 had a friends list.
Yeah.
No, not Roll20. Discord.
Discord.
Oh, what? Are you
Oh,
not?
yeah.
Have I ever messaged you?
You
We have. We've messaged each other quite a bit.
Here, accepted. I message Alcahouse all the time, and I don't think he's on my friends list.
yeah, shouldn't be necessary.
I turned off messaging from random people because I kept getting messages from people in puppy chat. Just like these random fucking like, hi.
Yeah, I just don't
Why
respond
not
instead.
just why not just turn it off specifically for puppy chat?
Well, because people can still PM you.
No, you
No.
can make it so that people who have this quote unquote this server in common with
Really?
you cannot contact you. Yep.
It's weird. I just turned it off anyway. So fuck it. People can friend me if they need me.
This
Or I
is
can
true.
friend them.
Fucking 4-ass presents.
For shit.
I thought you had 5.
Yeah, you had
What
5. Remember, you got the point from Ventru.
Who's
No.
who are the tax who are the people who collect taxes in America again? What are they called?
Taxman.
Pricks.
IRS?
IRS. Thank
I
you.
was correct.
I mean, you yes.
There we go. I think I got that on now correct. For old man Jenkins' stat thingy.
Oh. Should we give you guys extra XP?
I will give DCL extra XP later if you'd like. I don't mind this character starting
Okay.
on base.
We'll start.
We'll start base and then I will figure out what DCL's
Ah,
adjusted experience becomes later.
after the first session.
Yeah. Seems like the better way to handle it at the very least.
All right. So, aspirations.
Yeah. Also, what day is it today in game time?
What day? Okay, what? We were on October 14th.
We were on like October 13th. I've got to move the date ahead, so we're on next day, October 14th.
Okay, and it's October
Is
14th.
straight day? Okay, cool. So this will be immediately the day preceding
unless
the
the-
events.
Unless the party wants to take a break for a little while.
Do any of you want downtime?
Well, I had stuff I needed to do, but most of it could just be done in one night.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm
So,
cool
so
with
you want to
us.
skip over the 14th?
Sure. I mean, it won't take that long. Mercendi, did you have anything that you needed downtime for?
Nothing that needs to be done before RoseQuest.
We can backtrack later, and there'll be a talk with a certain priest that needed to be done the next day. We'll just remind me when that next time I'm running, and we'll go back to that bit.
How do you say that? Rokencourt.
Rosencourt.
Rokencourt or Rosencourt, either way.
Okay.
Call her Rossi.
Also,
Call
look at
Rocinante.
this adorable little nightmare. Just sweetie.
Or just call her by her first name.
Your vampires are so anima.
They are. They really are.
I see you, Griffith. You did everything wrong.
Oh, poor Andy Griffith.
Tell you what you also don't see. I'll pull them out of the GM layer. That's right, motherfucker. Yeah.
Woo, woo.
There we go. I was really tempted to pull out the Nicolas Cage face instead, but I'm behaving.
Does she have like a were blowfish companion?
Hootie.
Yeah.
And the blow, yes,
Hootie and the
yes.
blowfish.
Yeah.
Hootie and the blowjob.
Anyway.
I'm looking at your stream. Poor Dante. Poor Zaire.
Yes, the little row of the dead across the bottom there.
Alright.
But yes, so, go ahead, GM, we can skip. In fact, I suppose
yeah.
Rose, the character, has aspirations. Complete Plan B and return to the city.
Complete Plan B, return to the city. Is that her aspiration currently?
Rose also has figure out why the hunters hate us, and it's got a plus at in it. Because you never did get to the bottom of that one before you vanished out.
Fuck it.
Gonna ditch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't care about that shit anymore. I was hoping it was just gonna be an easy little thing. Actually, I had this speech prepared for if the Google lady responded in a certain way, and I never got to use it.
There you go. So Rose has an empty aspiration.
What's her other aspiration?
Complete Plan B and return to the city. Those are two aspirations.
That's your two. Okay.
Because
Plan
originally
B is completed.
Plan B is done. Okay.
Return to the city.
I'll let you score those, honestly, when RoseQuest completes, and we'll see how many beats they're actually worth. Is there anything, though, that you know of that you can actually start scoring?
Fuck.
No?
I have no idea.
Okay, we'll leave it blank.
Yeah. I would just say probably she's had her own aspirations, but I can't say them.
Yes, not yet. That's fine. Yes, we will go to Rose's aspirations after the matter of fact.
I think she'll get some bonus beats in that.
Yes.
For what Kara's been doing.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Claire.
Yeah, what?
How about your aspirations? You have
You currently have find a skilled human to ghoul, which is blank. Discover forgotten lore of the Baccarat for Aurora, which is blank, and one empty aspiration.
Find Rose.
Find Rose. Cool.
Alright, Timothy.
You currently have finding a priest for St. Mary's Church and befriend them with a plus. We'll have to come back to score that one. You have two empty aspirations.
Renew contact with Rose.
Yep.
And research persistent shadows.
Excellent.
Alright. Scout.
Shit. I was looking at the page, just like, why is there something isn't right here? Oh yeah, fuck.
Scout, you have 3 empty aspirations.
Yeah. Shit. Help a recently deceased. Find vengeance. Make new friends. Profit on some side work. I suppose profit on larceny. Those will be my 3.
You and Rose are gonna get along fine.
Yep. They're probably going to do quite well. And Old Man Jenkins. There's 3 empty aspirations.
Yes, DCL. You have 3 empty aspiration slots. So your aspirations are just goals. They can be long term or short term.
I want to learn about Rose Lawson.
Alright, learn about Rose Lawson. And next,
I guess I can't say this just yet. Shit.
test me.
I guess for long term one, it would be figure out who killed little Susie.
Find
is op-
Lil Susie's killer. Yep.
And I guess complete the job I was given.
Complete a given job. Okay. And that is everyone's aspirations up to date.
All right.
Well then, my lovely dear. I need to set a thing so that you have DM control. Give me a moment.
I don't really need DM control, but you could just take us to the city.
Sure. I will be the television and you're the remote control.
Oh, yes. So, at the beginning of the 15th, does anybody need to hunt?
Yes, quite urgently.
All right. How would you like to go about hunting?
Head to one of the clubs and try the usual rebound fuck sort of strategy.
It's a solid one. Also, in the interest of, like, things that Lily doesn't have to move around, everyone's just tokens are here and movable on the map to where they are currently located and where they're going.
Well, Rose, I'm gonna put.
Yep.
She's in the upper district. How fortuitous.
She's doing real well for herself.
Hey, she's over there, guys.
We found her.
RoseQuest
Alright,
over.
RoseQuest is complete. We win. Where's Old Man Jenkins at? You've got a control of a token here, I believe, DCL, if you want to test moving it around.
Well, we'll do the hunting stuff first.
Cool. Cool.
So, you want to go for the rebound fuck? What skills would you like to use?
Manipulation and subterfuge. Since I'm trying not really to directly seduce people, just more like get them to stop thinking about whatever arsehole it is that just ditched them and take advantage.
All right. Give me a roll then.
And can I apply my misdirection specialization?
How are you misdirecting them? Explain to me.
I just did explain.
Sure. I guess I didn't.
Do it again. Explain it twice.
So I am like trying to redirect their thoughts from arsehole who broke up with them to
I didn't catch the first part then.
Yeah.
I suppose. One success is all you need.
Is truths.
You find a rather strung out young girl who easily succumbs to your manipulation.
so oral and a nibble.
How much would you like to take from her?
Let's go with 5.
Ooh.
Any more than that is very risky. But I also burned through it so much faster than everyone else. So.
Alright, 5 vitae. You leave her stumbling around in the alley. Rather disoriented then.
Do you at least call her an Uber like a gentleman? You're an Uber! Ha 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 ha.
Of course.
Alright. So Timothy is fed. Claire, do you need to feed?
Not really, but I do have things that need to be done tonight.
Okay.
So, first of all, Claire's going to wake up. She's going to
Put on a
okay,
little makeup.
yes. Yeah, I think I already ticked off my vitae last time because I also put in my willpower so that's already spent. So one of the first things she's gonna do is that Catherine needs to be properly rewarded for her help. But before we get super into that, Claire's going to make sure that Catherine knows which weapon that Claire wants her to pick up and access to the accounts necessary.
Yes, for purchasing your gun, if I remember rightly.
Mm-hmm. Basically, it's an integrally suppressed 9mm submachine gun because Claire has acute senses, and if she were to try to fire a regular weapon, it'd just be Mocktown.
That is very forward thinking.
But yeah, Claire's not nothing if somewhat intelligent.
Yeah, Third, your DM right now. Do you want to roll some dice in regards to how acquirable that kind of stock is in San Pasado at the moment?
Well, you see,
It actually has decent availability according to the thing.
It is still, however, a silenced weapon.
Do you have any what's it? Contacts on the black market?
There's a reason why Claire specifically went to Aurora and Catherine for this, because that's more their thing than hers.
Aurora has got contacts, and she is one of your people, and you have large numbers of resources. So it's just whether it's there in town.
So
Go.
did
Do as
you
I
want me
do,
to-
Third. Make up a dice roll and do
Roll.
it.
Roll a chance die.
Okay.
Don't get a 1.
Aggressively average.
That's all it take.
Alright. Someone does have it. They would like to meet you in a couple hours in a parking lot behind a Denny's.
Alright. Well, then I guess I'm going to take the couple hours with Catherine and Aurora then.
Killing your free time in the embrace. Some switch with booty meat.
Yeah, pretty much. And Claire would have offered her some vitae, but because she's the ghoul of Aurora, she can't really all vitae that she drinks other than hers kind of tastes like ash.
Yeah.
Because she has 5 ranks in that one coil.
Yeah,
That makes your blood.
the coil of, like, literally all the ghouls.
Alright.
If she wants the druggy bite, then Claire's more than willing to do that.
So DCL.
yo,
For a starter vampire, you roll a 1d10 to see how many vitae you start with. you might have to go feeding this. You might have to go feeding tonight.
Well, here's my question. As a super old man, can I just like get myself registered in the hospital and say I need some blood transfused into me?
They might be a little suspicious by the fact that you don't have a pulse.
Only slightly. Oh, looks like old man Jenkins needs to go feeding.
How would Old Man Jenkins like to feed?
Oh, you know what isn't on the map that should be? A fucking retirement home.
I know that was. I don't know
Old Man Jenkins, where would you like a retirement home to be?
Let's put it near the middle class. Not near Full Sail. That'll drive the old men in crazy.
Middle class, okay? That's like any of this stuff.
Yeah. Let's say around here, maybe next to the public library.
That does seem like a very good location.
That is heading to lower class, okay?
No, I mean, sort of.
I mean, down over here is kind of shitty part of town.
Yeah.
But yeah, like up this way, it's like it gets better, and it's really hoity-toity. What would you like the name of this retirement home to be?
I was about to say Setting Suns, but then I was just like, wait, that seems a little too sad.
Yeah, that could totally be, yeah. Setting Sun's retirement home.
There we go. It now exists. Let's just reduce that size a little bit. There we go.
Alright.
If you're looking for some well-aged steak, I guess.
Guess that's what I'm looking for.
Alright.
Now, Old Man Jenkins, he's completely a community man, and he's been around, and probably everybody at the retirement home knows him and is friendly with him. So what he probably does is he probably goes around and just talking to everyone, and you know, once in a while while he's checking up on his friends, if he's got them alone, he just takes a little nibble, and he does that for like several different people to kind of spread it around, because these are old people, you know, you can't just go draining them of all of their blood.
Right. Alright, what do you think this would be? Presence and socialize? To go hunting, find a nice target?
Sure, I would say he probably has bonus modifiers if he's making regular feeds. He certainly can't put up a fight.
Alright, roll me presence, socialize, and get a +2 bonus. You do fit in pretty well, so.
Sorry, I was muted. How does the +2 work again?
It's modifier you make on the end of your roll.
Yeah, so when you
Oh yeah,
hit
there we
the
go.
roll button, it'll ask. Yeah. Alright, yeah, you can find, let's see, find a little old lady who will succumb to your charms.
Oh my, you make me feel young, Jenkins.
Oh my god. Wait, shit. Who's Peter Parker's grandma again?
Aunt May.
Yeah, obviously I'm talking to Aunt May, and she's talking about her crazy nephew goes around in red pajamas.
First trilogy on Mac. Because they've been getting younger.
They have been getting younger. It kind of bothers me.
Didn't you know that my son dresses up and he's been hunting the stillborn killer?
Oh
Some fucked up shit, Jenkins.
I want that to be actually what she says.
Shit, it can be, absolutely. This old lady might now become a recurring character. It's going to my GM notes.
Okay, so how much Vitae do I get from her?
How much do you want to take?
Shit.
She probably has a maximum of 6 health levels.
Let's be cautious and take 2.
Okay. Yeah, she can live without 2.
And then we'll give her some time to get that back, because we don't want to send them even earlier into the grave.
This is where you just
So
make a legion of old people ghouls.
That's just the worst.
The most useless ghouls are ghouls that barely go out in the daytime, let alone the night.
But they're perfect and
They're
intelligence gatherers.
amazing spies, yeah. Oh, don't you know, we just blather on, and sometimes the stupid young folks, they'll just tell you everything you want to know.
Come along there, Dracula. Tell Granny what's wrong.
There you go, I've added in the GM notes for the stillborn killer that is being hunted by the vigilante son of an old lady named Aunt Maria. That exists now, welcome to canon. That's how World of Darkness goes, son.
Yep. Of course, there is another canonical character named Aunt Man.
This is also, yeah, Aunt Man. Silly.
But this Aunt May looks like the old Aunt May.
Yeah.
And Aunt Man looks like the new Aunt May.
Yeah, new Aunt May still does those jazzercise classes.
Alright. So you've taken 2. Claire's got a couple hours to spare, or not to spare, to wait. Timothy, after you've fed, what would you like to be doing?
Well, I am going to make my way back to the Elysium. And I am going to see if I can use my new status as a knight to access some of the Invictus's libraries.
Okay. Let's see. Anything about... This is a bit more Scow's territory than mine. Let's see. Let's see what I can go.
That's right, make it all up. I can't express the fucking massive shit-eating grin I've got on my face, and I'm just like, yeah, now someone else has to make this shit up on the fly. How does it feel?
That's what I do. That is my... So your knighthood, what merit is that?
Oath of the True Knight, Secrets of the Covenant.
Ah, that's why I didn't find it. Okay. Shit. Where is that PDF? I just want to see like what kind of status it confers.
This oath binds an unconquered into service as a knight, tasked with defending the Invictus as a whole. She becomes bound to none and must maintain neutrality in all her affairs. It empowers her to maintain that neutrality and to take actions in defense of the Covenant.
Okay. That seems to me like you get libraries when a situation presents itself. I have to look up what about Invictus libraries now.
You'd have to go
Would the
explicitly
Invictus
by the
have
book.
a library here?
I don't know what those are exactly, so I don't know. That's the magic of it. I make it up as I
They
go.
would. I mean, I'm not referring to any specific merit or anything here.
No.
I just want to see
Yeah.
their collections of books.
Oh yeah, then they don't have a library so much, but elders have private collections that you would request access to. The bartender has a number of them, but they aren't majorly in her interest. What kind of books you're looking for?
One's to do with the occult and disciplines. I'm aware this is more the Ordo's field, but I am starting with the Invictus before having to call in one of the favors they owe me.
Fair enough. Chance die. Oh, you were close with the 9, not close enough.
So you're looking for collections of books on disciplines and that?
Yes.
There aren't any large collections. Certainly, no one has like books on disciplines and in the Invictus. However, there is a vampire in town who has some historical books, has some knowledge of various disciplines. They might have a collection to speak of. They aren't sure. You aren't sure, but there's potentiality there.
Who would this vampire be, then?
I actually forgot to name this one back in the day.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure is this the one you're talking about, the one that's just on there as Elder?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one who is. I was like, in the character sheet was like, no, there is no
Actually
name
kinda-
there.
Actually, kind of fits what you're looking for.
Yeah,
A
no, it's
little bit.
exactly the same thought there. It's your
just,
Elder. You can make the name up.
Yeah. I'm going. I'm looking. She goes by the name Madison with a Y.
Ooh.
She has been spotted around Elysium.
There you go. Show a little picture of her. So that should go through. There we are. Yep. She's cute.
She is a bit of an occult dealer.
She got some strange things for sale, stranger.
What are you buying?
What are you selling? Thank you.
In fact, if you look around Elysium, you can spot her, attended by a couple bulls.
First, before approaching her, I'd like to take some time to try to find out a little more about her.
Alright, just gonna ask the vampires around. Or watch her from afar.
I think he might be using his spooky shadow powers to understand their desires.
No, not yet.
Don't immediately burn through the vita you just got.
Yeah.
Hi, Doggo. Hi, Doggo.
Row?
Doggo gone.
Many borks were hacked that day.
Nope, no porks.
No borks, no hacks, no boofs,
Not at the moment.
no roos.
Wait until they go outside, though.
They'll
Alright.
fucking lose their shit then, presumably.
So how would you like to go about learning about this Madison?
Speaking to some city officials, seeing who or what she's connected with. And I'd like to do that with intelligence and politics, right?
Okay. Can talk with some of the other connected folks.
Can I apply any modifiers from Invictus status or city status?
One or the other. Not both.
Then I would like to apply from my Invictus status. That's 2 extra dice for my 2 dots.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a willpower. I think it might be worth it.
Okay. 4 successes. So, you ask around, and this Madison does have a slight reputation among the Invictus. She find out she is a member of the Carthian movement, but she was not involved in the shit that went on with the Carthian movement recently.
So she's a Carthian, but not a crazed blood sorcerer. Okay.
Correct. She is not a weird Carthian.
She is not part of the synthetic blood movement, no.
And in fact, while all that was going on, she showed up at Elysium like nothing was the matter. So she is confident. She's been around a while, according to your contacts. And she's always helpful, oddly.
Warning bells, it's a helpful vampire. You can never trust the helpful ones.
Does seem oddly friendly. That is the impression a lot of people give you.
Alright. Then, yeah. Then, armed with that knowledge, I would like to approach her.
Okay. She is flanked by a pair of attractive ghouls. She seems to just be watching some fish swimming around in the aquarium.
That's an evil flag, if ever.
As a Parthian, she doesn't have any specific courtesy titles, right?
Any cursey type what?
Courtesy titles.
Oh, courtesy type. I heard cursey.
I swear this has come up before, actually, in this exact same... That's weird deja vu right there.
Sometimes you're a little quiet, but yeah. Courtesy titles. I don't know.
God, there are a lot of fucking titles.
I don't think she has a title. Not one that you were made aware of.
It's a first
You
one.
just Oh,
Oh, right, it dropped down by 40% again, for no good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This computer is cursed, I swear.
It is obvious she is an archbishop.
Let's see if she has any titles in the Parthian side.
Effort.
Don't know. You don't know any titles that she goes by?
Fuck, I don't know any titles that she goes by.
And I would have honestly thought the Carthians would be one of the ones that didn't go in for titles anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, they love
They,
titles.
Really?
They have the longest on the list here, just short of Invictus.
Carthians are all about the democracy and the hierarchies. They're honestly very similar to Invictus. It's just how that power is distributed. The Invictus is very aristocratic. The Carthian is more meritocratic.
Fair enough.
Yeah, here we go. Carthians use Prince, Seneschal, Herald, Primogen, Priscus, Whip, Harpy, Sheriff, Hounds, and then there is a Master. And there are some other ones that are less common and everyone else uses as well. I don't know what Whips, Harpies, and Sheriffs are. Well, I can guess what a Sheriff is.
And Whips. Those are all just city titles. She probably could be considered a harpy, actually.
Opinion leaders and trendsetters to whom other kindred look when it comes to matters of taste, style, philosophy, or politics.
Yeah, they tend to hang around Elysium.
Tim's going to approach to a couple of meters away and then turn to look at the fish that she's looking at.
Well, howdy, y'all. No, okay.
God. Don't you put that evil on me.
Did you do it, Ricky Bobby?
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
She will give you a sideways glance and then return her gaze to the fish as well. To have not a care in the world, right?
Pardon, sorry?
The fish. They do not have a care in the world. No obligations. No need to feed on each other.
So evil.
This is every vampire ever DCL.
I know, but it doesn't help.
They simply exist for the sake of existing.
I think that life would be a little simple for my tastes.
Of course. You are not the only one. Good evening. I am Madison. She will offer a delicate hand.
I am Sir Timothy. And we'll accept a handshake.
Sir Timothy. My.
Do go on.
A recent appointment. One I hope to hold for some time.
As do we all. What can I do for you, Sir Timothy?
I am told that you have a significant knowledge of the esoteric and the occult, particularly that which relates to the powers possessed by the kindred.
Well, I do have a fair bit of knowledge, yes. What is it you'd like to know? Would you like a teacher, perhaps?
Potentially. But uh, first, the answer to a hypothetical question.
Ooh, I love hypotheticals. To go on.
It is known that the powers a kindred manifests may last for a short time, sometimes dependent upon the strength of the kindred, sometimes more objective. I might wonder if there had ever existed a kindred who was able to manifest their powers for longer than others of a similar strength.
If such a vampire existed, their secrets would surely be quite valuable. Hypothetically speaking.
All things of use are quite valuable in this world.
I'm trying to think of a ability or something like that that could.
Well, it would belong inside an auto coil at the very least.
It could be a custom devotion.
That too. I mean, fuck, if you want to, make one up, Lily.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, well, you're the DM, you have full reign to just fucking inject all the shit you want. It gets put into GM notes
Poop on
as the game
Sky's
progresses.
universe.
Free world building.
Yeah.
I suppose it would depend on the power in question, of course. I mean, it's far easier to make a dominate ability last than it would be to do the same for protein or celerity.
In this
Hypothetically,
case,
hypothetically speaking, what power would this be?
the power of tenebration.
Ooh, I haven't heard of that in quite a long time.
Tim will just raise an eyebrow for a second, then control himself.
Control yourself, Timothy.
I've never actually seen it in use. In theory, and hypothetically speaking, should one wish to extend their powers of discipline, it requires a certain amount of training and devotion. Hypothetically speaking, of course, I might be able to assist such a vampire in experimenting, though I cannot guarantee its effectiveness.
I see. My thanks.
Do come back any time. I like hypotheticals.
I prefer cold hard cash.
And I would like to speak on this topic some more with you sometime.
I'm sure we will have much to learn from each other.
All right. You heading away from her now?
Yep.
Pop. So, about this time, a figure approaches you, Mers.
Duck and cover.
DCL, would you like to?
Actually, I wanted to meet Clara first.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, we're paying favorites to see how it is.
All right. Then, Tim, you make your way away from the lady, and
It turns out to be Old Man Jenkins who's selling me the gun.
Cox.
You for your medicine.
Yeah, I've got a cure for you right here. This will cure the shit out of someone who is living a little bit too hard.
Oh, hey, Scout, how long is it until that shipment of ammo comes? Remember when I asked if there was any incendiary 9mm and she only had the one thing? So I asked her to pick up more. That was like technically 2 nights ago.
Yeah, 2 nights ago. A little bit harder to get like military surplus of, incendiary rounds.
Yeah.
It'll take some time. She does not have an exact for you.
Alright, cool. Just making sure that that was still being tracked.
Yep. It has not yet been a week.
Alright. I mean, I'm honestly surprised I'm getting the gun same night. Well, that's how they do guns in this system. It goes light and then heavy. So the only thing I'm strong enough to wield is a light machine gun. Light SMG. Like, you need 3 strength to fire like 45 and above.
You could jack yourself
It's
up with
very
Vita to
silly.
do that.
Yeah, I know it's silly because recoil control and stuff like that. If you're weaker, it's fine, or a compensator, but that's not how this game works, so.
and Scout, you can't. When you spend Vitae for physical intensity, it gives you extra dice, not temporary dots.
Ew, fuck. So then it would be useless for you for trying to actually get more jacked.
Just take a point in vigor.
I hardly
Ah,
knew
like-
her.
Honestly, if you are a vampire, it is better to buy vigor than it is to buy strength.
I've got so much stuff that my experience needs to go into instead. So maybe eventually, but not now.
Yep.
Speaking of which, well, not speaking of which, but my drink's on empty, so I'm gonna go grab a new, fresh one. I'll be back in a second.
Damn.
Okay. Ah, damn it! I was supposed to be talking to you.
But I'm not. You're not going to be able to, because I'm going to meet a guy about a gun.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to wait until after that.
So I will be back momentarily.
Bam, 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 wow. So how's everyone doing?
Awfully.
Why?
I hate this fucking weather.
Oh right, yeah.
Is it too sunny?
Yeah,
It is too sunny at 2:30
way too
a.m.
sunny, way too hot, way too humid. Like, whenever I'm not talking, I've got my hairdryer going to just deal with the humidity slightly.
Understandable. I have a bottle of iced salt water wrapped in a shirt just between my legs. It's very efficient.
Okay, so how hot is it in England right now?
Depends whereabouts in England. For me, it's outdoors 33 degrees, indoors 37, 40% humidity, and 0 miles of wind. Well, technically 1 mile per hour of wind, but that's so inconsequentially low you cannot feel it. It does not move a breeze.
Oh, it's 91 degrees.
I have it 21C with 78% humidity.
Wait, 21C, right?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
only 70 degrees.
That's way too hot for me.
Okay, fair enough. I'm in Texas
Well,
land.
the 78% humidity is like
That's-
3/4
that's
of that.
Even I know that.
So felt temperature is much, much higher.
Yeah, my location right now it's 23C out, high of 31.
I wonder what it literally is right now, because it is dark out. It is 22 degrees outside at 2:30 a.m. That's impressive and sucks.
The real feel right now is 28. So it feels 5 degrees hotter than it is.
That's a stupid metric, but okay.
You're a stupid metric.
With 100% humidity.
That's called raining.
No, that is
No, I've been in
called
100 humid. It was like
Oh.
that before a thunderstorm around here.
I hate humidity.
It does make my hair all frizzy.
At 100% humidity, the air is literally water.
You'd think that.
No, the only
But
thing,
that's not how it
the only thing water is the crotch swamp. It's the only way to describe that awful situation.
Swamp crotch.
Well, looky there, missus. It seems you got yourself a case of swamp crotch.
You talking
Alright, I'm back.
Smell it before you see
Alright,
Oh,
Claire.
Ooh, you're waiting on me. Sorry about that.
yep.
Yes. Would you like to go meet up with your seller?
Sure. After we're done, I'll get dressed and we'll head out with Catherine. I'm also going to make a point of. We're going to meet an arms dealer, so I'm going to put on my ballistic vest.
Now, what kind of weapon were you buying again?
Just a small SMG.
Small SMG with a silencer.
Yeah, integrally suppressed silencer because Claire has acute senses.
All right.
Don't want to
Which
get
is why I
deafened
like-
every DACA.
which is why, like, every combat she stood at least 6 squares away from everyone who's opening fire and behind. No, it's MPX SD.
All right.
Basically, she Googled. Well, basically, she did what I did. She Googled reliable 9mm submachine gun and found that.
Ah, by the mighty Sixala.
She's not gun savvy enough to get literally the best. It's just, integrally suppressed, and apparently it doesn't jam that often.
Yeah, it looks cool. That's always a bonus in my eyes.
Let's see. Is this a undercover cop?
Google gets to the point where it can tell you undercover cops doing operations.
Roll me a chance die.
Critical failure. Ah.
All right, so you get to the parking lot behind the Denny's. And there's a guy with a Cadillac, kind of like sitting on the trunk. Looks like he's smoking a joint. Seems to be waiting for you.
All right. Before I get close, I'm going to use Auspex to see if this. Well, my first question is going to be to see if this person intends to do me harm. Well, see if it intends to betray me. What is this?
Roll.
All right. I needed to look up what it because it's 3 and I always forget what it is. It's intelligence, empathy, and Auspex. Any modifiers?
No, unless you can pitch me any.
All right. So the second question is, does he intend to betray me? The first question is, does he intend to betray me? The second question is, can he be trusted?
No, or no, yeah, no, no, and no.
I mean, he's an arms dealer. Of course, he can't be trusted.
It's true.
No, he does not intend to betray you. No, he cannot be trusted.
All right. So I am going to tell Catherine to be on the lookout for danger, and I'm not sure if you remember, but Catherine is pretty much always loaded for bear. So
There are no bears in San Posado that you're aware of, but she's prepared for them.
yes, you don't know. We might bring back the grizzly bear all of a sudden. It's on our flag, right? It's fine.
Not the San Posado flag. The San Posado flag is obviously like 2 joints crossed over a pair
This
of
is
vampire
not-
fangs.
I know.
Not
I know.
California.
It was a joke. It's non-specified USA, at least Southwestern, because of the name.
I say Oregon.
Oregon, really? Oregon doesn't have that many names that have any Spanish influence, though.
Why can't it?
I mean, okay. And all right, so I'm going to approach with the money.
The money.
Dude takes a long drag on the joint as you approach.
The jazz cigarette.
Hey, dude!
Fuck.
You buying the subby?
I am purchasing the weapon, yes. Let's make this quick. I have places to be.
Right
Stoner
on,
buddy.
bro. Right on. You know what you want. You go for what you want. I respect that, man. I respect you. All right.
Blank stare.
The stoner weapon dealer.
It's
More
cool,
common.
man. It's cool. Yeah. Not here to make friends. It's cool. Respect that. He will.
I think you're making fun of me.
He
You know, ever
will
since-
stand up and open up the trunk.
Ever since weed went illegal, they have to diversify their assets, man.
Illegal?
No, legal.
Dude, it was always a joke about legality in California. You went to the doctor, you said, I had a friend just said, yeah, I'm sad. They gave him a weed license. Legalizing it changed nothing in
Yeah,
California.
surely what changed was, whoa, you had me at here's $20. Here's your license.
No, what changed is the cops couldn't profile as well.
Oh.
So, yeah. I would like to see the weapon first.
Right on, right on. He opens up a trunk, and there's a black case inside. Pop that open, and it looks to be SMG.
Alright, very well. Here is your payment. If this weapon turns out to be missing a firing pin or some such, I will be quite put out.
Dude, bro, whoa. Come on, man. I am just a legitimate arms dealer.
I didn't know
provide-
Stray was doing two voices at once.
I know.
I provide legitimate arms to my consumer base. That's it.
You make fun, but this is pretty much exactly how
Yeah,
I
no,
sounded
I
a few
mean-
years ago when I was smoking weed.
I was gonna be like, this is just, I didn't know Stray was hitting the joints again.
I mean, you're totally harsh on my buzz now, bro.
I used to say that too. Anyways, so I'm gonna hand over the cash. It's all there.
I trust you, bro. I respect you, bro. He still starts to flip through the money anyway. It's cool, bro. You need anything, bro? I can get it to you. Want like an LMG? Couple bullets for the LMG.
Couple bullets.
You need gluten-free pizza? I know a guy. Tastes just like the real thing. Totally
Like an
went gluten-free
LMG.
a couple years
Catherine
ago.
totally
Never
looks
looked back.
interesting.
Ow. Ow.
Uh,
This weed, yeah, totally gluten-free.
that's shade grown weed, bro.
We need to herd all the people that think like that into Southern California and then sink it into the ocean. I'm going to take my weapon and very stiffly leave.
It's cool, bro. Cool.
Catherine
See you
puts him
again,
on the
bro.
bed.
Totally respect you, bro.
She loads you into the car. Well, he was nice.
He takes a long drag on what's left of the joint, flicks it to the side, gets in his car.
Alright, now that he's not exactly watching me, I'm gonna actually check the case for anything. I want to make sure this is just a case and nothing else.
It is just the case and nothing else. There's not even
No
a gun
gun.
inside.
Yeah.
Well, you
This thing
know
is
what I'm-
surprisingly light. I knew that I got the light gun for my noodly arms, but fuck.
No, it's like the case that the guns originally come in.
Alright, so no tracking devices or anything like that. I gotcha. Cool.
If you'd like to make an in-depth look, you can...
Int investigation? Or wits investigation.
No, int.
Thanks for choosing the higher one. If it will ever... Come on. Alright, here we go. And I'd also like Catherine to help because she, like... Yeah,
She knows
owns
about
a bunch of
guns.
and
She does
gun
not know
cases,
about
so-
larceny. But she can give you one.
Yeah,
Lord.
but she knows about gun cases. And, like, you know, how to... like,
Does she?
yeah, she's a gun nut.
She is.
She's good now,
She is a
but-
grunt.
I I will tell you that people who are gun nuts have an inordinate amount of knowledge about gun cases and which ones are the best, and where you can put things, and what kind of foam you should be using.
Yeah, alright.
So can I have a 1 modifier for that?
Sure. You should take her as a retainer, by the way, or an ally.
Can you do that without spending it as a like buying ally?
That's what I'm saying. You should buy it.
Well, she's a dedicated ghoul who belongs to her ally already,
Right.
so they are by extension.
Well, technically, she's not an ally. She's a true friend.
Yeah.
True friend, I thought was meant to be applied to someone who's already an ally or similar.
That was my interpretation as well, but
That's not what it said when I read the merit, but I asked if I could take her as a true friend, and Scout said yes.
Yeah.
my interpretation of things is like if you want to rely on a ghoul or something, you should take them as merit. But
Well, I'm talking about a
I mean,
rara.
yeah.
So should okay. Well, if that's
This is Scow's game, so I'm just
well,
injecting that.
Yes.
Storytelling.
Yeah, while you're storyteller now, force them to spend more
I'm just-
experience, Lily. That's my goal. That's my goal.
I am just injecting my opinion into it, so it
well,
has
if-
absolutely no bearing on the future.
No, no,
Yeah.
make them spend
Well,
more
then-
experience. I love it.
Well, then, if that was the you already let me take it, so you
Yeah.
can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I already let
But
you take the die, so you're fine.
Well, and well, no, I was talking to Scout. She already
Oh.
let me take true friend, but
Oh, sure.
that means that if they count as allies, true friends will count as allies. Then, what's her name? Fuck, I already forgot her name. I'm just.
No,
I'm
no,
up
obviously
Rose
not very
right
good
now.
friends
Kara.
then. Yeah.
No,
Kara.
Kara. Would have because she critted that roll to find out like allies and stuff like that, and I just said none because I didn't have that talent. If that counts as that, then you know that you have the name of Herrera. At least for her character, because that's just about to come up, like, you know, literally in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And so no, I'm not going to take it like a crit fail if that's
Oh yeah, would you like to take a beat?
no, I'm fine.
You open it up, dude, and it's just actually full of fucking weed, bro.
So, you don't spot any like tracking devices or anything like that.
All right, so I am going to then on our way. Let's see, what do I have to do? You know what? I'm actually going to go to the Elysium and see how work on investigating the worm's nest is doing. But on the way, I'd like to make a phone call.
Who'd you like to call?
Ghostbusters.
I would like to call Kara.
Okay, is she awake right now? Or may chance die.
It's like 8 o'clock at night. Or 9 o'clock.
Her last aspiration was sleep for an entire fucking day.
I forgot about that.
That was an entire day though. They did skip the 14.
This is true. But you might be self-jet lagged now from having done so.
You know, a 9. She'll answer.
Hello, Kara.
This is Kara speaking. What can I do for you?
It's Claire. I had not meant to contact you so soon after our business was concluded, but it seems that a friend of mine has gone missing in wolf territory.
By friend of yours, you mean a bloodsucker?
A kindred, yes. She and I will give like a brief description of her. I honestly forget how tall she was.
I can take a look around, ask around, but if she came here hunting, no, this ain't hunting territory for you folk.
No, I'm fairly certain that she passed through there fleeing the owls. Rose is not stupid. She wouldn't try to hunt in wolf territory. Likely just trying to hide.
I'll ask around.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me
Any
know.
identifying features?
Yeah, I'll describe her and then just point out. And finally, she is missing an eye, and she wears an eye patch most of the time. But when the eye patch is taken off, the eye socket itself, it has swirling spectral essence.
Fuck you, vampires are weird.
I literally saw you enter another
Yeah.
realm of existence.
That's normal. Everyone can do that.
Every werewolf can do that.
Yeah,
No, also
everyone.
everyone can do that, bro. I can also enter a new dimension of existence.
I can totally like transfer myself to another plane
Yeah.
of just enlightenment
Yeah.
where everything tastes like fucking gluten-free pizza. I think
Yeah,
I slightly started to go Valley Girl.
Yeah,
there.
that slipped. Oh well.
Yeah, but that's not how we've been rolling it, Merzendi. Knock it off. You and your rules lawyering.
You and
I will
books.
say in my game that is how it's going to be run. You want an NPC ally, you get the ally merit. But it's fine. It's fine. We've declared it one way, or we're running it one way. So
That character has been that way. That's just how she's been played. So
I'm saying nothing more on the subject.
Good. Because I still have complete control. Let's face it.
It's true. It's true. That's true. I can only criticize or not criticize. I can only comment on Scow's DMing.
I was gonna say, criticize, huh?
I asked and she said I could, so we're going with that.
No, we're done. We're done
Yep.
with it. We're done with it.
I'm going to move over to the
Oh.
Elysium now.
Going to Elysium.
Okay, so I'm already fucking up here.
Yes.
Claire never goes back to her college, does she?
I go back there when needed, but the thing is, she's an academic, she's and has a professor thing. She doesn't teach classes; she researches and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is one of the reasons why I still keep with my dying light, because I think over the course of this campaign, I have published 6 papers.
I just wanted to make sure, because
Yeah.
I'll meet with Claire still first.
Well,
Oh,
out
yeah.
of all the people to meet, Claire's the hardest to get a hold of. She always drives a different route to places, and she's very insular within the Order of Dracul.
And I guess
Timothy is the one that
Uh,
everyone knows.
Then you would probably know the best place to get to her would probably be the Elysium.
then that's where I'm at.
And then you're there when Claire walks in the doors.
All right. Well, I'm going to be making a beeline to Antoinette and other members of the Defiant. Got to know how that worm's nest is going, yo.
Well, guess you're gonna have an old man who's gonna come up to your side and ask for your attention and go, "Hello there. Can I talk to you for a second?"
Hello there.
Hello.
I said I wasn't doing the old man voice. Fuck you, people.
It's fine. It's fine, DCL.
Hello. Have we met before, Kindred?
No, but if I have it right, your name is Claire Rosencourt.
Yes, I am Claire Rosencourt of the Defiant. Is there something you needed?
Well, then you're one of the people I'm looking for.
I do not understand why you would be looking for me.
Well, let's just get right to it then. My friends call me Jenkins, and if you're not committing a crime just because you can, then you're my friend. And he'll give his hand over for a shake.
Claire will cautiously shake your hand.
Don't worry, I promise I'm not here for any violence or anything. I'm actually here on terms of investigation.
Well, no one's here on violence in the Elysium. At least, not the physical kind.
Oh yeah, those Elysium rules. And he kind of looks around the room again. Keep forgetting about those.
Are you a Carthian? Firebrands tend to forget the rules within this place.
That or old dogs who just got turned without even really knowing what was what. He kind of just like waves a hand. Either way, speaking of, I've been hired by a certain group of people. I think their name was the Circle of the Crone. And he kind of observes Claire for a reaction there.
Not a great one.
Claire has no reaction to you mentioning the Circle of the Crone. They're one of the 5 organizations.
And they want me to help figure out the circumstance of a certain Rose Lawson.
Lawson.
Ah, good old Rose Lawson court. Fuck.
I was just like, what's her last name again?
What is the Crone's interest in Miss Lawson?
Honestly, you could tell me better than I could tell you. They just told me to find the girl. I'm hoping you might have an idea why everybody wants to know where she's at.
I know that some people are looking for her because she was part of our little group of friends, but other than that, perhaps they desire to recruit her. She was unaligned.
Timothy Lee, he was the other one, right?
Yes, the right hand of the... Everyone knows Timothy Lee here. I'm surprised you did not go to him first.
I thought it'd be safer to talk to an ex-teacher than somebody as important official as that.
I can understand that reasoning, I suppose. I am, I suppose I'm less threatening than the right hand of the bartender.
No offense to that, I hope you don't take.
No.
Look, I'm gonna play it straight and honest because that's just simply how I am. I'm new around here, but back when I was living, I played my hand at investigator. I'm here to figure out what happened to Rose, and I'd like some help with that. You and Timothy Lee's name came up for people to meet for the investigation. But do you happen to know where your friend Rose is?
I do not. I also squint at you, and I need to ask you some questions that you have to answer honestly.
Are you saying that to him, or are you just saying?
No, I'm saying that to you, DCL.
Out of
You,
character.
yeah, you can't unless you have a certain what's it the Muddy's no, this Pierce's obfuscation. There's a certain merit that lets you.
There's abilities you can use to fuck with people's ability to.
There's no point.
Blood bullshit you.
It's gonna be honest, anyways.
Yep. So, DCL, is your interest? Well, are you being sincere right now? Or are you lying to me?
Completely sincere.
Are you being controlled by someone else?
Nope.
And do you mean me any harm?
Nope. In fact, you see that he's actually wearing nothing but like a little Hawaiian t-shirt and like shorts with no pockets. He wore this deliberately to show that he was not coming in armed at all.
I mean, that really doesn't matter when you're a vampire. You can just like try to, grow claws and try to rip my heart out.
Yeah, but he's still new to all this, so he doesn't really know that.
Yeah, because we can't like literally. I'm pretty sure you can't smell the clan on people. So, yeah, I have no idea what clan you are. Anyways, so
is the clan? Am I Invictus or are you talking about Bloodline?
No, clan is there's clan, covenant, and bloodline. Bloodlines are subparts of clans. Like I am clan Maquette, but my bloodline is Agonistes. Now, covenant are organizations.
Okay. Well, bloodline, he is Venturo, and he will tell you that. I think that's the right name for it.
That's your clan. You don't have a bloodline. You chose to not have a bloodline, so. Yeah, exactly what Merzendi said. Well, if you desire more information than the witches do, then perhaps we should go and talk to Timothy.
Your friend already here?
Can I see Timothy from where I am, or is he off doing something else? Is he doing the like Timothy thing, where meet and greet?
Currently, Timothy Finn is standing by himself, staring at some sharks.
Okay.
So Timothy's over in the shark section. You guys Jenkins kind of got you near the entrance.
Jenkins will kind of lean in and whisper, "You can see why I was a little worried. Approach the man who's just standing there and staring at sharks. Don't know about you, but that gives me a kind of bad vibe."
So he's in the wing with the sharks.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I do have some business to do, but we can convene with Timothy first.
He'll nod and say, "Show me the way."
All right. So we'll walk over to the shark session where Timothy is playing the mob trombone in his head.
I thought he was looking at the sharks, not playing something.
Well, no, you guys haven't seen like old gangster movies where they play
You
like
know,
the
there's
trombone and
like
the trumpet. Yeah.
there's that trombone
okay.
trumpet blues background thing going on. That's just still going off in his head while he stares at sharks. You come to me on the day of my daughter's second divorce.
Thoughts about making people sleep with fish.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's orgy.
You come today
Every time.
On
It's
the
always
day
a
of
daughter's wedding.
of my son's. What's it called? The Jewishy thing where they were man.
Bar mitzvah.
Bar mitzvah. You come to me on the
I
day
wanna-
of my son's bar mitzvah.
Okay.
I want a Jewish mob king.
Yeah, but that would be a queen. Now, honey, why aren't you going to give
No,
me
no, you
some
can't-
mob
no.
grandbabies?
No.
She has to be the supporting character, Scout.
Jewish mob boss with a controlling wife. That they always bicker, but they love each other very much.
So every mob boss ever.
And then this becomes vampires on the roof.
So, oh my god. Are we meeting?
You come to me on the day of my babushka's wedding.
Are we talking to Timothy or what?
All right, enough of that.
The Cray twins.
Yeah, they were a pair of Jewish gangsters that basically controlled the London underworld.
I'm waiting for you to help make the introduction, Claire.
Well, I was just honestly waiting for this tangent to end.
It's ended. It's gone.
All right. Timothy, you were looking in good spirits.
Ah, Claire. And Timothy's turn place. Another friend, I see. Ah,
I already forgot his name. Hang on.
It's
Leroy
No, Clarence, right?
Jenkins.
It was Clarence, right?
his first name is Clarence, but he introduced himself as Jenkins.
Ah, okay. This is Jenkins. He's been hired by the witches to find Rose, and she'll give you like a knowing look.
Circle of the Crone, if they are witches. They didn't mind to tell me that little fact.
Ah, you weren't told. Generally, people, it's a nickname. Like the Invictus is known as the First State, or the Order Dracul are known as Dragons.
Consider me a mushroom on these things.
well, I suppose if you have recently been embraced, you will be forgiven. Well,
I
why
cannot
on earth
hear you.
would-
I cannot hear you, Mers.
If you have been recently embraced, I suppose you can be forgiven. Why have I asked you to look into your roles?
real quick question. DCL, did you say your character was embraced directly into Invictus? Timothy might know you. Because he knows that one of his things is you know everyone, right, Mercendi?
That's generally been how it's been fluffed, basically.
You're Invictus, right, DCL?
I believe so, but
Okay.
But you're new in
Uh,
town, right?
Do you?
it would be more convenient for Jenkins to make the introduction than just say, I know all about you already.
Okay, I was just confused. Carry on.
I think they got me involved in this because I played at a cop once when I was alive. I don't know the correct terminology for saying not vampire, really.
Kind.
Well, yeah. When I wasn't a kind, I played an investigator and beat cop around the neighborhood. I made it a tendency to try to have as many friends as I could and know what I know.
Which district of the city did you work in?
Well, I guess I normally hung around the neighborhood in the middle class, but actually, no, it would be around the poor neighborhood because that's the heavy black community.
Yay! Then you were with the precinct with I'm too old for this shit, man.
Yep. Which ironically is another thing my character is.
DCL is I'm too old for this shit, man.
Oh man, make it your
Scout.
background where he was your partner. It would be great.
There was one little. I'm gonna retcon and say there was one little community in the poor black community that was knit together because there always has to be that one super knit together like a family black community.
Sure.
Scal, what was the name of that police chief? I forget.
The police chief is. Let's have a look here.
It's not in my notes. I don't remember his name either.
Not in there. Not in there.
I did not have notes on that either, so.
Alright, but I don't remember his name. And I don't see.
We can say he was Marcus because that sounds like a black police guy name.
So you worked with Chief Marcus Mallory, right?
Yeah, some kind of crazy vampire shit. I don't know what's going on.
Worked with Marcus. Punched him in the face a few times when he got out of hand. You can say me and him go way back.
And then it turns out that DCL is just what's his name's character from not Die Hard. You know the classic buddy cop movie with
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. They were buddy cops. They were buddy cops for a while, and then they had to retire and grow old.
Murdoch. There we go.
Lethal
DCL's
weapon.
playing, yeah, lethal weapon. DCL's playing Murdoch.
He's got high mounts of
Murtaugh.
firearms.
Murtaugh, yeah, there we go.
You don't know what he got up to when he was back in his spry age.
Danny Glover is the I'm too old for this shit actor.
I should have just found you a fucking. In fact, that's why didn't I just get you Danny Glover as what the fuck was I thinking?
I'm pretty sure that movie Lethal Weapon was based on us. That was a joke, son.
Yes, I can get jokes.
Well, Captain shrugs. Either way, I guess I should tell you what I told my friend. I'm looking for Rose, and if you guys have any idea where she's at, I'd really appreciate the help.
She left the city under my instruction due to a prevailing threat that has since been contained.
Any idea where she headed?
No.
Well, I guess that's why I was brought in to try to find her then. You know, if any of you are gonna go looking for your friend, I can carry on with you and use the help.
We'll keep that in mind. Sorry, dogs are going nuts.
would be most convenient to have Rose back. But it has only been a couple of nights since I attempted to contact her to inform her the city was once more safe. I personally don't believe it has been long enough to worry.
Hmm.
Either way, I got a job to do, and I can't really stop until I find her. So whether you call her or I find her, either way, it all works out.
I understand. Well, I really must be going to my primogen. Timothy, find me later. We have some things to discuss.
Of course. I shall be here for the majority of the evening, Claire. I have much to think about by myself.
Well, Rose is leaving before we cut away. Uh, Leroy will turn to Timothy and go like, "So, Mr. Lee, was it?"
Sir Timothy,
"Sir,
within these halls.
so you're quite the big shot around these parts, huh?"
I am the left-hand of the regent.
Figure
There
you
are
can,
many above me, but I have my place and my role, yes.
figure you can catch an old dog up to the goings-ons around these kind of parts. This is all kind of new to me, and I'm still reeling.
Well, that depends a little. Are you aligned with any of the covenants?
You could tell me better than I know that. Hell, I'm still half expecting to wake up in my hospital bed, figuring all this was a dream.
Well, I'll run through the lay of the land simply. The Invictus, ones I belong to, we're in charge right now. We keep the peace, we keep the law.
Is it
We
impertinent
keep
to
everyone from revealing themselves as vampires and getting us all wiped out.
Is it impertinent from asking if you guys are really in control, or are you in control? He says while making air quotes.
We are really in control. And also, quote unquote, in control.
So it's one of those situations, huh? Well, I guess you can say I'm on your side. I fought in World War II and became a police officer after that. Civil service is practically in my blood.
Very good. You'll fit in. You shall have to take an oath to receive proper membership and the privileges of the Invictus, but that can be arranged in time.
As long as it doesn't override the oaths I already took.
Serve and protect and all that jazz.
Took an oath to my country and to my neighborhood once I became an officer. As long as I don't have to go around causing any problems for any innocent folk, I suppose I can do whatever the Invictus wants of me.
Problems with innocent folk, those are loose ends. We avoid those where we can.
When you can, though. That sounds like often anti-politicking talk for when it's convenient.
No, when it's simply possible to do it.
Oh,
We have many ways of dealing with people. A bribe, a few words, if necessary, something to truly make them forget. But a
no.
dead body is always going to lead back to somewhere, and that, therefore, is something we avoid at every possible turn.
No, I suppose I should move on to the meat of my questions. This Rose character. Any idea why I'm being hired to find her?
Well, in the weeks before her disappearance, she had been hired to complete a job. I assisted her on that. But well, as far as I am aware, that was complete, and no one had any call for her since. She may simply have not shared the information with me. But it may also be that the crone wished to rehire her and she has not appeared by their usual channels. They may have gotten worried, the poor old dears.
I guess that makes sense enough. This Rose character isn't no criminal or assassin or anything like that, is she?
She is certainly not an assassin.
That leaves one other option
So,
that goes unaccounted for.
you're sharper than the usual ex-cop. Good. You'll fit in here well.
Well, I suppose it's only natural that one tends to breaking the laws of man when you can break the laws of nature. As long as she hasn't done anything too bad, I suppose I only don't have any authority to tell her to stop.
Yes, I think you would be correct in that assumption.
Well, either way, I've got nothing much more to do since I have no leads as to where exactly to go. So, whether I'm hanging out with you two, or I'm finding her on my own, I will be trying to track down Rose. And you can have my word that I'm not going to try to hurt her, of course, or anything.
If you do come across a lead, do contact me. I will be more than happy to assist you in following up on it. Rose and I worked together for a few months, which is now my third longest partnership.
That does not sound like a glowing recommendation of your partnering skills.
It's more of a case that she proved herself useful in multiple fields, whereas most have only demonstrated utility in one. I've also counted it as if we were partners for a week and then we stopped for a couple of months and then we started being partners again, then that first week doesn't count as well as the second lot. If we were then partners for another second week and then stopped again, that would be a total of partners for 1 week, not partners for 2.
Fair enough, I suppose, though oddly technical. You have a cell phone, or are you vampires even too fancy for that?
Yes, I have a cell phone.
Blame an old man for checking. Mind if I get your number so I can contact you if I find anything on Rose?
Tim will pull out an iPhone 7, flick for it, and then read out his phone number.
And then, once it's written out, Jenkins will take it, and he'll nod back at Lee. Alright. I suppose I should be getting back to work then, since I got your number.
Yes. Oh, out of interest, Did the crone see fit to provide you with roses?
No, actually. I figured she was a missing person since they didn't bother giving me her cell phone number.
Here. And Tim will read out another phone number. That's how she always contacted me. And
Well,
that's the number I used to send her the message to withdraw from the city.
Well, it certainly would be easier if I can just call and check up on her. They didn't necessarily said I had to go find her.
She has yet to respond to my message from a few nights ago, but that is hardly abnormal.
She the cautious type?
She lived longer than a week on these streets, so yes.
I mean, it's gonna be trouble to find her, especially if she doesn't want to be found. Looks like I got my work cut out for me. He will pocket the numbers.
Well, good luck to you.
Good luck to you too. This old man will stop taking up your time and get back to his business. Have a good day, or good night, I suppose, Mr. Sir Timothy Lee.
And to you as well, Mr. Jenkins.
Please, Mr. Jenkins was my father. And Jenkins will go about his business and try to get to a phone so we can call. Let's try the number.
It needs to go through to some like Archer level answer machine prank.
Oh God.
You're gonna try to call Rose?
Yep. Might as well. Just see if it will work.
Hey, this is Rose. What's up?
Hi, Rose. My name is Old Man. Well,
Just kidding. This is the answering machine.
Jenkins
But-
arches a brow.
If you leave a message after the beep, I'll completely ignore you. Beep.
Well, at least she's honest about it. Jenkins will leave a message anyways, just in case. Name is Jenkins.
No,
Clear-
that was actually just me saying beep. The beep is yet to come. Just hold on a second. It'll get here.
I swear,
Couple more seconds.
I swear I understand technology less and less by the day.
There's a mechanical beep.
All right, now. My name is Claire.
Ah,
That
lever
was my
2 station!
microwave.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that this is just going to keep going on, and he'll slowly hang up the phone. Well, no one said it was going to be easy.
Yeah, and the only reason no one has gotten in touch with Rose is because no one makes it past elaborate phone pickup prank number 3. Oh, I love it.
Suppose I should hang around the asylum and figure out what exactly happened on that mission.
Elysium, not the asylum.
Same difference.
Kind of is.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna go to Antoinette and, go over like the particulars of us taking over the worm's nest, and then wait for a moment when I can pull Tim aside. Where we're not gonna be in earshot of anyone. The asylum must let you do that.
Well, Tim continues lurking by the shark
Huge
tank
fan
for
noise
a
in the background
while,
there for a
so-
second.
That was probably when it was pointed at the mic, sorry.
Ah,
You just turned into a human fan for a few seconds.
yep.
I don't have much choice in this weather.
No, I understand that.
She is a big fan of ours.
Horrible.
So, after going over the particulars of ownership of the worm's nest, I'm going to go and I'm going to send Tim a text to if there is anywhere we can speak in private without any eavesdroppers.
Say again. Sorry.
I said I'm going to send Timothy a text to see if there's somewhere where we can meet up without any eavesdroppers. For Cindy?
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Tim will reply to the text. Trusted eavesdroppers or no eavesdroppers at all?
Trusted eavesdroppers is fine.
I shall attempt to arrange a private room for us then.
Right. So if Tim eventually sends her a place to meet up, then I'm gonna go there. Is that what ends up happening?
I heard third begin to talk, and then third stop talking.
You're gonna go meet up with Tim.
Okay.
Alright.
Tim, I have a lead on where Rose might have gone. Do you have anything?
Nothing yet. I was going to leave it another night or two before dispatching agents, but if you already have something, then we may move at once.
I asked Aurora to look around for her. The last time she was seen was actually within wolf territory. So before I came here, I called Kara. She hadn't seen her off the top of her head, but she'll look around.
How long ago did you make contact?
With Kara? About an hour.
Not long enough, then, for her to have made her own search, but
I didn't want to say so in front of our new guest. The last time we trusted another kindred with so easily with vital information, he ended up getting his arms ripped off by an elder.
yeah.
A raccoon screwing me from the grave.
Well, this one is apparently a member of the Invictus, although he is not one I've met before. Maybe he has really been embraced within the past few nights, or maybe he is simply a liar.
Well,
he did not stay long enough for me to get a proper measure of him, I think.
I looked into him. He seemed to be honest and not willing to betray us, but such things can be transitory. I would appreciate if before, while having a officer on our side to try to find our friend would be useful, I would prefer you to look into him a bit deeper before we entrusted him within our little circle.
Yes, very well, very well. That can be done. I have already given him Rose's personal phone number, though, simply because it's so far proved fruitless for both of us. Yes, and she might perhaps trust someone she has not yet met before more than us, if she is being properly paranoid about the owls.
I kind of trust she threw away her phone.
Perhaps not.
Either way, especially if he is a member of Invictus, then I will leave this with you. The Defiant do not have the resources to investigate agents of the First Estate. Well, in depth as you can, anyways.
Yes. Well, we will have a look. Contact me again if Kara comes forward with anything. Unless you felt particularly like going on a unsupported expedition into the Pax territory.
Gives you like, do you think I'm stupid look?
We do still have to bear the news that Zaire is dead and that a challenge he made will never be followed up on.
Did not I had entrusted you with that. I thought this would have already taken care of it with his family.
With his family, they might have done. They haven't told me about it. If they had, I did instruct them to, though, so I think they might be waiting for me about that. But they haven't sent me a message to say that they are, so it's really hard to tell. You know, Claire, sometimes I think that despite the modern technology we have, we're all just headless chickens running around in circles. But no, it wasn't his family. It's remember the pack we first encountered, the ones that accompanied us to the church?
Ah, yes.
The challenge Zaire offered against their strongest to try to defeat them.
Yeah, I misunderstood, and also I thought that Zaire also went and did glorious mano-a-mano combat with them in a downtime, like the month downtime we had.
It was never
I forget if he
detailed,
did.
so...
I forget if he did. I couldn't
Scout?
tell you.
Yeah, it's never confirmed. You guys don't know.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
no idea.
I do not know about the trials and travails of the wolves. You have Kara's number. Maybe you should ask her.
Perhaps, well, she wasn't affiliated with that pack. I think a personal meeting might be better. But I'm going on a tangent for now. Do I go on tangents often, Claire?
Not so more than I do.
Good.
Hazard of my profession, I suppose. If that is all, I do have some work to do back at my home. I have very little else to add for the investigation for now, at least until we confirm whether or not this newcomer can be trusted. Perhaps an ex-cop might be able to move easily through areas that would be difficult for us. I imagine missing persons is a thing that he might have come across multiple times in his life.
Perhaps I shall look into him then for the next few days.
Just as you say this, Jenkins walks back into the door, but I don't think you guys are near the front.
No, we're in a...
No.
Alright, well, Jenkins is standing by the entrance.
So, I will tell you if Kara or any of Arera's ghouls finds anything more, but honestly, me wandering around the werewolf country looking for Rose would probably be less helpful than good. and I do have defiant duties to attend to.
Yes, I suppose I will have to keep you busy. For now, I have more free time than I expected with the current threat on the horizon so thoroughly dealt with. In any event, drive safely, Claire.
Have a good day, Timothy. Well, a good night, anyways. I've been a kindred for 3 years. Still stumble over that particular habit. Alright, so provided Old Man Jenkins doesn't accost me, I am going to get back into the van and go home.
Old man is going around asking other vampires some questions.
So I'm gonna go back and I am going to continue working on my treatise for the Dying Light about the owls.
Okay. Tim, what are you gonna do?
Can I have just like 1 minute to use the bathroom? Sorry.
I'll give you 2. So, treatise on the dying light. That sounds like a scow thing.
Scout, what did you have me roll last time? It was
Oh,
academics.
What's the
and-
ability again? Sorry, is this where you're
Oh, I'm
making
writing a
your
paper.
papers? Right.
It was academics intelligence, and I threw a bunch of numbers at it and still failed. So
Yes, academics intelligence. I believe you also used occult, and I gave you a +1 modifier because it was about shit that you'd done quite recently.
all right. So I can't actually do occult and academia. They're both mental.
Just add whatever the dots for it would have been.
Okay. I thought it was. No, never mind. It'd be the same.
It would be
either way.
equivalency.
I was about to say. I thought that was just my ranks in order are cool, but that's also 3 dots.
Yeah, quite literally, I think it's just because that's the same number that it got rolled that time. I don't know for sure.
All right. 5
Hey, you did
successes
it.
on my paper.
Alright, this paper, the first time you were just fucking exhausted, the other time you looked at it with a critical eye and thought, that was a piece of shit, and then you work back over it again, and this time it looks just great. You're like, alright, this is actually something publishable. It looks like it will take you another couple of nights to finish writing it in its entirety, but it's looking like a damned good paper now, instead of the travesty of last time.
Probably just threw out the last one.
I mean, that was the first draft. First drafts are always terrible.
Yeah, sure. You tell yourself that, but you know full well after writing this, you're like, fuck, I was just the worst last time. Ugh. It would have taken you weeks to do it the previous rate.
Fight, so...
It's true, yeah. In this case, it looks like it'll take you 2 nights to finish writing it in its entirety, but it will be absolutely publishable and ready to go by then.
Alright. And the only other thing I'm going to check is to see if Cassandra has gotten back to me yet. I mean, it's only been 1 night since she found out that not only her sister is alive, but also vampires exist, and werewolves.
Okay. Yeah, she will have gotten back to you, although it's very strange in that it's almost entirely just catch-up small talk. She seems to avoid the point of getting into anything along the lines of the supernatural, which is all too fair. Aurera's handled ghouling people who were a bit challenging before, and it's probably the best that you let it go that way, otherwise she might just go into shock or something crazy.
I'm guessing it's, so how did you and Aurera meet?
Yes, exactly. It is the most, you are asked, like, the most mundane shit, but it's nice to hear it.
Alright, so I'll just reply honestly, tell her how we met and all sorts of stuff. And since it doesn't seem that she wants to talk about like vampires and stuff like that, so it's not like, oh yeah, our covenants were doing this. I'll just say, my
Work
mentor,
colleagues.
yeah, my mentor had a bunch of books about ancient Egyptology, and she wanted to browse her books, and I was assigned to help her.
And no vampires were involved. Don't actually say that.
No, I mean she
Yeah,
knows
I'm
that they
just-
exist now, but they're trying. She's.
I know. I mean,
trying-
she's trying to avoid it. I was
Yeah.
being a butt.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just tell her about my life so far, how I met, and that's about it.
Sure, and she will likewise give you a bunch of information. I mean, it's stuff you already knew because you followed her with a stalker-like intensity through her growing educational phase. But you know, whatever.
I mean, I'm not sure if she knew how she met her boyfriend, but
That's true. They met when they did this like healthy nerd thing of like going rock climbing and shit. I know, right?
that sounds like her.
Yeah, it's like outdoor healthy nerd stuff instead of like indoor unhealthy nerd stuff.
Cassandra looks like Claire, but is taller and ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually bothers working out. Ugh. Alright, so that'll be me for this night. I'm sorry we actually were able to introduce DCL, but we haven't been able to introduce you yet, Scout.
I have plans.
Plans within plans.
Yes. I've got ideas. So everybody's fucking off to do something else today.
I'm in the.
I'm not yet.
No. You done at the bathroom? So what is Tim doing?
This seems like too frivolous a matter to bother the bartender herself with. So, I'm going to find a notary.
Okay. You just asking around who's a notary in this town?
I mean, I would know I'm a member of the First Estate.
So an Invictus notary, not a legal notary.
Of course.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's see. Are there any in Elysium right now?
Probably. I mean, Invictus notaries are the people who police, like, who is actually a member of the Covenant to, like, get people to swear oaths and instruct knights to enforce them.
So sometimes they got shit to do. Roll me a 3d10.
Yeah.
3 ones.
One success. That's all you need. Haha. I can do this now. I can call on someone to describe this person. Scow, why don't you describe this notary? This vampire.
Sure. Is it a well-known notary?
Known enough in the Invictus, I'm sure.
Sure. Okay. You know those like classic World War switchboard girls?
Okay.
She generally tends to look like that, very prim and proper, and still has like the sort of poofy bouffant hair thing going on. Still has the stick for a cigarette holder just like in her mouth at all times, even though there's, for obvious reasons, no longer a cigarette going on there. She very much has to handle I can't remember the fucking term for it now. Like, I can't remember all of a notary's job roles, essentially. They just do the oath that, yeah,
preside over oath agreements. You're an arbiter of the status quo.
Yes, she handles a lot of the nightly oaths, and at the same time has done some side business with some thorns. they tend to get pretty regular, like, specific oaths, like, related to the job that they intend to go out and do. So she tends to be one of the few that are actually backed up with quite a lot of paperwork, and it shows in a relatively frazzled and exasperated fashion, but she tries her very best to be polite.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Yeah. What is her name, Scal?
Oh, her name is Belle.
Alright.
Belle Chambers.
You encounter Bell Chambers, Tim.
Good evening, Madam Chambers.
Yes, that is the exact look right there. Oh, go ahead, you're the DM. You have to go back to acting as her now.
I'm pinning down a voice here. Accents now.
Dateline, 1945.
No, I can only do that as like a guy voice.
It's gotta be the sweet Our Connection Now voice.
Calls everyone
That
sweet.
goes into my Southern Belle.
Is that a step too close to Southern Belle?
That is a step too close.
Well,
I was
howdy,
slipping with
y'all. Damn it.
That's my Chloe voice. That's my
Yeah.
Air voice. Good evening, Sir Timothy. I hope everything finds you well this evening.
It does. I had wondered if I might trouble you about a specific member of the First Estate. Or well, one who claims to be a member of the First Estate.
I'll do what I can.
A Mr. Jenkins. He has been embraced as an old...
Jenkins. I love how
What?
sinister that sounds.
He was embraced at an old age and was a former police officer. He claims to be one of us. Do you know anything about him?
Black fellow, lots of wrinkles.
Yes. And a little white beard.
He is a member, but he has sworn no oaths.
Ah, newly initiated then.
How long have you been a vampire, DCL?
How long have I been a vampire, Scout?
Why the fuck do I have to tell you how long you've been a vampire, motherfucker? It's your goddamn vampire. Have you been a vampire? I mean, okay, your character acts like they haven't been a vampire for very long, but for all I know, that could totally be like a fake. Like...
Let's say he's been a vampire for 3 days. He's super fresh. Off the breath.
Shit, 3 days. Okay.
See, here I thought you were actually gonna have been, like, fairly. Well, no, I'm gonna say not 3 days.
That is.
How old were you when you were embraced?
He was fucking old.
You need some time to like come to grips with a vampire society before.
Also,
you're,
you
like,
were in
thrown
World
to
War
the
II,
wolves.
right?
Yeah, he was around World War II. He was an old man ready to die when he got turned.
So late 80s/90s of physical age if he was turned this year.
Yeah, basically. That's why I told you he was a really old black man.
Oh fuck. All right then.
So yeah.
You got
what you meant-
turned then in the spring of 2016, March.
Goddamn,
So 6 months.
Yeah.
even Rose has been a vampire longer than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Ro-
mean,
Rose has been,
7
I think,
months now.
I
3
would prefer
years.
I would prefer fresher still. But
Precious
I'll take it.
That would be a tough
Rose
sell.
and
It's got to be at least a few months to, like,
Quite
get into.
literally come into your own.
Yeah,
yeah, Rose and Claire are the same age, vampire-wise.
3 years.
Yep, about 3.5 years.
That's actually about the same with Timothy, although
I thought
he-
Timothy was 5.
Timothy hasn't ever specified. He was turned in the old KB way. Not quite across 7 years of being a ghoul, but it was a long process of embracing.
Yeah. Like for me, my character was ghoul for 2 years and then was turned after the 2 years tenure.
My character was just turned, taught the basics, and the sire fucked off after like a couple months.
That's
Which-
the same with Tim, actually.
Which is why,
Learning basics, but yeah, as soon as he thought Tim was capable, he just ran away to Europe.
that's why Rose is not part of any group. Sire just fucked off. So, the notary will say, he's a fresh one. I think he got turned earlier this year. He's a member, but he's not sworn to any special oaths. That's what I meant by not sworn to any oaths.
Simple
Indeed.
fealty, then?
Not an oath of fealty, but an oath to, like, he's a member of the Invictus.
So, out of character for a second, you have to swear one of the listed oaths to be a member of the Invictus.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, the Order Dracul, you don't have to. That's why Aurora is still unsworn, but Invictus might be completely different.
Like, I don't think
Yeah.
it should suck
Yeah.
up merits just to join a covenant.
Well, then again, they are the only ones taking up the banner of the Camarilla, so they might be really traditional. So you join us, and now you have to swear an oath.
I would think that would be in the character creation. It says Scions of the Invictus may purchase oaths. Like, that's the benefit for joining the Invictus, is you can take oaths.
Well, give me a second. I know this is a thing that I came across. Like, that's why when I came across it, I just bought the Oath of Fealty for Tim.
At a glance, I can't see anywhere that's like, you have to be oath.
Yes,
Literally. Where?
page 116 of the core rulebook. Recognized and manumitted Invictus must have at least one active oath.
Interesting. Well, in which case, I mean, your character has enough extra XP that I'll let you.
Recognized and manumitted Invictus must have at least one active oath. That is to say, Invictus require the presence of a notary for their induction.
Oh, no, yeah, it's just a record of induction. It doesn't actually mean you have to be this one. You're right. Basically, it means that his ticket has to be stamped.
Okay,
that's the way I
not
read it.
how I. That's not how I would read it myself, but okay.
Like maybe even then, like you can't even take most of these oaths without Invictus status.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you get the Invictus status if you can't take an oath? How do you get an oath if you can't take Invictus status?
Clearly you have to have 2 experience to join the Invictus. 1 for Invictus status, 1 for over fealty.
I don't think that is the intent.
Which came first, the status or the oath?
Fair enough. It's one of those. I'm just gonna blame the editors.
The wording is
writing
ass.
this book properly.
Yeah. Especially consider like these oaths never existed in first edition either.
I blame White Wolf. They are terrible
No.
at having concise expressions for
Onyx
things.
Path.
Onyx Path Publishing.
Onyx Path, whatever.
White
They're
Wolf
still
was better.
They're still terrible. Either way, they're terrible at having concise definitions for things.
They're also terrible at formatting, terrible at layout, terrible at descriptive texts, doing pretty much just everything.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Take a cue
moving
from
on.
FFG, guys.
Since that's been decided.
Yes. So he went under the induction, but he has not sworn any specific oaths.
Very well. Thank you, then, Madam Chambers. I shan't bother you any longer.
Happy to help, Sir Lee.
Lee.
Tim will look slightly taken aback by that breach of etiquette. But
What? It's your last name. You're supposed to address people by
Sir and
last
last name.
name.
no, you're not. It's Sir first name or Sir full name.
Sir Timothy Lee. Do not fault the character for a breach of etiquette on the TM's behalf.
Fair enough.
Who knows? Maybe it's okay in kindred society.
Really quick, what rules do we use for weapons? Is it just the Vampire the Requiem, or were we doing Hurt Locker now? I'm not sure if there's. Okay.
And that is
Hurt Locker, unless any numbers that you pull up are like exactly opposite to whatever the newest edition says. Like if something doesn't exist, then fucking go
Hurt
for
Locker is the newest edition.
it. Is Hurt Locker 2E? Then yes, Hurt Locker's fine.
It's the Armory book.
Yes, that's right. Armory was the old one. Yeah,
I
Hurt
was
Locker's
just
fine.
making sure because I realized that I didn't put in my new weapon in my stats. All right.
When coming away from that conversation, Tim is going to send a text to Claire. Claire, Jenkins is Invictus, just dreadfully new. Doesn't mean he can be trusted, but he wasn't lying to me.
Very well. I will tell you if I find anything more of if Kara returns or if Aurora also finds any more information, and perhaps we should meet with this former officer within the next few days so we can find Rose.
So we can find me.
Find me.
Turns out Claire got the weed from the arms dealer and is high as balls right now. Timothy, bro, I lost me. Can you find me, bro?
Oh,
Can you find me both spiritually and physically?
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Very well. Inform me as to when a time would be suitable for this meeting.
Well, I do have some work to be done at the beginning of tomorrow night. Perhaps 8 or 9. Well, about 9.
Very well. I shall inform Jenkins of this if I see him.
Hooray.
Alright.
What now?
All right. So, what is your guys' next move?
Next night?
You guys just gonna pack it in for the day?
Well, I had to write an entire paper and also
True.
get in
True.
touch with my touchstone, so I assumed that would be my entire night.
Jenkins is going over and investigating the asylum and asking questions.
Elysium.
Elysium. Same thing.
No, it's not.
And
It is run by insane people. That's the difference between an asylum and Elysium. The lunatics have taken over the Elysium.
that's the case in an asylum as well. Have you ever met a psychiatrist? They're fucking crazy people.
I have met psychiatrists.
It takes a crazy person to want to understand how.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, my psychiatrist was hot. That was nice.
Old.
Unfortunate.
And my other one's male, so.
So, yeah. Tim is going to want to, grab Jenkins for a second to,
I mean, Jenkins will come along. If you pull,
Jenkins. Claire and I have decided that we might like to have a longer conversation with you tomorrow evening. Perhaps 7:30, 8 o'clock, we can meet here.
that's fine with me. I didn't really have much luck with that Rose's phone number. I didn't know you could make the answering machine go for so long.
Oh yes, you just have to keep pressing the 5 button. That delays the automatic beep.
Well, either way, I haven't gotten any leads on this Rose just yet, so if you want to talk to me, I have nothing but time on my hands.
Make sure you're here tomorrow, 7:30 p.m.
Be there on the dot.
Or B square. Okay. So, I think we'll skip on over to the next night. Or did we want to stop for the night?
We have been going for just shy of 4 hours, so it might be a good point to call the session to a close now.
Yep,
I mean,
got to bounce pretty quick, so.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Aspirations. I don't think anybody scored any.
Alright, let's go through them aspirations.
I believe that I at least got a dot in the find Rose. I, called people, found out about stuff.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go
Don't
from
have a-
the left to right here. DCL Old Man Jenkins. Learn about Rose Lawson. You did indeed recover a whole bunch of information about it. Complete a given job has a plus in it. You scored 2 beats from your first aspiration, and you get 2 beats end of session.
Yay!
4 beats total.
Congratulations. Mers. Finding a priest for St. Mary's Church. Can't technically do that. We'll have to come back to that one when we go back in time. Renew contact with Rose. I suppose it's got a plus in it. And you're working on that one.
Cool.
And researching persistent shadows. Although you've been trying to make headway, no one has actually allowed you to start researching persistent shadows. So there's not got anything in there yet. You get 2 end of session beats. Stray, finding skilled human to ghoul, nothing. Discover forgotten lore of the Barcraft Herrera, no. Find Rose, gets a plus beat.
Woohoo!
And 2 end of session beats. And then me, nothing. 2 end of session beats.
Sorry, Scow.
It happens.
You did nothing.
I did.
Well,
I sub GM'd. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you had fun, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Had fun.
Yep.
Had to relax this session.
Not for the most part. I still feel like I was doing a lot of like, oh fuck, what do I do in the background here? But otherwise, whatever. Such is life in the zone.
Such is life in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I don't want to. I'm so fucking sick of this fucking college building.
Well,
So thank you all for joining us for RoseQuest Session 1.
Yeah.
yeah.
RoseQuest.
And if you're watching in the VOD or you're watching in the stream, I hope you have yourselves a fucking good time, and do take care.
Bye, stream.
Bye!